It's network on half price sale. First week or first month rent. Pay 1/2 on all television. Pay 1/2 on all stereo. Half off on the plan. Half off on furniture.
She married him, and she's Matilda Phillips.
And she was a foreman.
Uh-huh.
Now, do you remember anything about her parents?
No, I don't.
Was that the foreman that went off and fought the Yankees?
Yeah, and he went through Georgia, and from Georgia on into Virginia.
Was he the one that got shot in the Bible?
Uh-huh. He got shot and lost a finger, and he got a furlough home, and that's when Uncle Elliot was, when he got Uncle Elliot, in other words. And then he went back, and he got wounded again, and they carried him to Washington, to the hospital, and he died. That's where he died. And he was buried in Arlington Cemetery, and Grandma and none of the children didn't know where he was buried until just a few years before Grandma died.
And let's see, what was his, John Foreman?
His name was James Foreman.
James Foreman, buried in Arlington. That's our great-grandpa.
My great-grandpa.
Your my great-great-grandpa.
Uh-huh. And Dob has got his billfold that he had in his pocket when he got killed.
Well, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and it's got holes where worms had eaten it when it got back to Grandma.
Okay, and it was him that, his family, that traded the corn with the Indians?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get that. I've got two baskets. You can tell me which one's right. Well, the basket's supposed to be right here.
There's one in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I think that in the kitchen is, I'll have to look at the handle good.
What about this?
No, that weren't the one. Mama's first cousin made the handle. The handle had got off of it some way, and Annie Day, Mama's first cousin, made this handle herself and put it on the basket. This was the very one to give Grandma's granddaddy for corn.
Huh. Well, so that basket was made by Indians, and they'd make two baskets, is that the thing?
Yeah, they'd make two, just like, and they'd give Grandpa one empty, and they'd want cornmeal in theirs. They wouldn't turn theirs loose. They'd hold it out, and wanting cornmeal in theirs.
And that was a foreman, and they lived up towards
in Bullock County, if you know where that is. I don't.
Bullock County, Alabama.
Uh-huh. It works up there above Skipperville. It's somewhere in Alabama anyway. And great-grandpa, you know, they wore the long dress like things then in the place of pants.
Yeah.
And he had this real fancy buggy, and the old black man that been with him while they grew up together. And he'd go drive him into town to get the month's supply. And Grandpa would have to use the bathroom, and he'd get outside the road. And one day Grandma got on to him about it, and he said, "Well, I turned my dress over my head. Nobody don't know my ass from nobody else." And he had these two big old black horses. And Grandma said one time she was going to ride one of them. And he went around the barn and pushed her off at the corner of the barn, and that broke her from riding horses.
Great, and that was back in the days after, right
That
after the war between the states.
During the Civil War. You see, when Grandpa's great-grandpa Foreman had to go to the army, well, Grandma and them was scattered. Because her mother couldn't take care of all of them, and so then she died, and great-grandpa took all of them then. Got all the children back.
Yeah. Well, which ones was the ones that owned, where we owned the capital, the state of Alabama?
That was Grandma Yarber.
Okay, so we were talking about Edie's family, and now let's talk about Henry's family a little bit, Henry Yarber's family.
Okay.
Which, it was a Yarber that owned that land where,
No,
what do you call it, Goat Hill?
Yeah. That was Grandpa Yarber's parents, I reckon.
So that was Henry's daddy's parents.
Yeah, and then Grandma owned that around the Capitol, you know. It's from the state capitol down to the cemetery. She owned all of that that way.
Oh.
And when Grandpa got in trouble again and went to Texas, she sold it for a son and the father.
So back in those, this was, I wonder if this was before the war between the states or after?
It must have been after, because Papa was born, he was 3 years old when Grandpa Yarber got killed. 3 months old.
And they, Henry Yarber's daddy liked to gamble. He went out to Texas to live, and his wife followed him out there. What happened to him out there?
Well, Granny bought land, you know, where their ranch, they called it, out there, and there's all the tinned in that. And he was off riding his horse and gambling, going to the racetrack. And something come up at the racetrack, they never did find out exactly what. And he had trouble there, and somebody shot him.
Well, how did the family find out about it?
They put him across his horse, and the horse carried him home.
So, my great-great-grandpa got shot at a horse race
And
gambling.
in Texas.
I guess there's a moral to that.
Yeah, in Bowie County, Texas.
Bowie County, Texas. They said but he had a farm. He didn't own a saloon or own part of one.
No, he didn't. He just, well, he ought to, from what Aunt Ada said, that he stayed there enough to own it.
In Bowie County, Texas. You don't remember the name of the town?
No, I don't remember the name of the towns. Well, Aunt Ada didn't. She's the one that told me all about it not long before she died. And
well, how did Papa's mama get home?
well, she sold her ranch out in Texas to get the money to come home on.
And they brought little Henry and
It was
Ada and
Aunt Ada, Uncle Oz, and Uncle Hubbard, and Papa, and Aunt Fanny. Aunt Babe, we called her.
Aunt Babe.
Yeah, and Aunt Matt. That was Mag and them, Mom, Aunt Matt was.
And where did they come back and live?
They lived right across from Grandpa Phillips's old home place there, you know, where Grandpa and Grandma died.
The house that they tore down when they built...
when they built Gayard's house there. And Leon and Cody, you know, lived in Aunt Matt's house. Granny's and Aunt Matt and all that. And then when all the children married, Granny just went from one child to the other, you know, and stayed with them.
So Grandpa Phillips lived on one side of the road?
And Granny and...
moved on the other side?
Yeah, Granny lived on the other
What did they do? Did they buy that land or they rented it?
No, Grandpa let them live there for nothing. Grandpa Phillips did, and they'd, you know, they'd help people work in the field. That all you could do back then. And
so there's Grandpa Phillips living on one side of the road, and he had a daughter named Evie.
yeah, that was Mama.
And then this lady that had come in had a son named Henry. He lived across the road.
Yeah.
And so they got together and got married.
Yeah.
Well, what provisions did Grandpa Phillips make for Henry and Evie?
Well, he bought them that, gave them that, house there where Mama's house is now. And
That same house?
well, they, you know, they filled onto it and sealed it and a lot of that. It had a porch, kitchen that went off from the house.
Yeah.
A big old room, and it had a big old fireplace in it, and a porch on each side of the old kitchen.
I remember when it had the a porch on the front.
Yeah, it had one on the front and one on the back, on each side of the old kitchen.
Yeah. And then they fixed Earl a room, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was a hall in it.
Yeah, was the hall all the way down the middle?
Yeah, and it went on into the kitchen.
Okay. And that's where. Now, where were you born?
I was born right there in that house.
Well, were all of them born there?
Yeah, every one of Mama's children was born there.
Born there in the house, so that's where my mama was born.
Yeah.
Well, name all your brothers and sisters.
Well, I started the oldest ones and come down. There was Olida and Lois and R.E. and Flossie. You know, they died.
Yeah, R.E. and Flossie. What happened to them?
They, R.E. the boy had colitis and died. And you know, way back then they didn't know nothing about colitis.
Yeah.
And then Flossie had scarlet fever and she died. And then, and me, and then Dob and Earl, and Betty Sue and Charlotte.
Well, which one's the meanest out of the bunch?
Charlotte.
Charlotte was the meanest.
The pettiest.
I see. Which one is the best?
Olida and Lois.
And Earl.
And Earl.
And Dob. I tell you, there's a bunch of good ones, I think.
Well, I tell you, Dob and Earl, though, they're getting the scraps when they're young.
Well, what I think Mama was pretty bad at getting a scrap and fuss too.
She'd fight the devil if he'd come along and said something she didn't like.
Yeah, I kind of thought that she might not have been. In a way, she was good, but in a way, she'd.
Oh yeah, she was good and kind to people. You know, sorry for people that was less fortunate than her. But her and her cousin Leona, I reckon they fought all their lives.
Well, did they get along when they wasn't fighting, or were they just enemies?
They just ignored each other.
Huh. Well,
Leona was mean as a rattlesnake, and Lois didn't take none of it.
I bet she's kind of mean too sometimes.
Leon and Lenny Elders, the twins,
Yeah.
they'd do everything they could to get her started.
To get Mama started?
Yeah. And then her and Leona would get to fighting, but she always won. Leona never did win a fight. When she'd start to hit her, she'd tell somebody to get her glasses. I reckon she wanted to put her eyes out, but she didn't care how she hurt her no other way.
Now, Aunt Olida married who?
Spurgeon Smith.
They had
3 boys. And Spurgeon, you know, had a daughter by his first wife.
Yeah. Which all of them loved
Charlene.
her. They still love Charlene just like.
Yeah, well, they don't know the difference because they was all raised up together.
And so Aunt Olida's 3 sons are.
Jerry and Sammy and Terry. Well, it was Jerry, Larry, and Terry.
Yeah.
But I said I'd never call Sammy Larry, so his name's Larry Simeon after his granddaddy Smith.
And his name was Simeon.
Uh-huh.
And that's a monkey, I think.
Yeah, his daddy Smith that was his name. And so he.
Oh, come here, little girl. Stand right here just a minute. Well, I don't guess she's gonna be feeling.
She's scared she's gonna not get that ready for school Monday.
Okay, and so, well, I called Simmy at his bank one time and asked to speak to Simmy Smith, and they was all kind of chuckling, and he asked me in a real nice way that when I called the bank, would I, if it was all right to ask for Larry Smith.
Yeah, well, I went, my money was in his bank. That's the reason I put it in the City National in Dupin, because he worked there. And one day, they'd send a check for you to fill out to the insurance company.
Yeah.
And they pretended they lost it. And so I was about to lose out on my insurance, it was about to go dead on my house insurance, and I had to have that because the house weren't paid for. So I called the bank, and my supervisor and myself stayed on the bank with Simi all day, and I asked to speak to Simi, and that girl that answered the phone says, "Do you mean Larry Smith?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, but I don't call him that. I don't like the name of Larry." And so she got Simi on the phone, and we stayed on the phone all day. And Simi told me to write a check to him and mail it, and he'd see that it weren't dead on my house. So I did. And then they lost one of my payroll checks at the bank. And that's another day I didn't work and stayed on the telephone all day. But
those banks can mess you up.
yeah, so
okay, so that was Aunt Olita, and she married Spurgeon Smith, and they had 3 sons, and she died about, what year?
no, I don't. If you can count back from
Terry was, what?
9 years old when she died.
And he's about 39, so it's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's been about 1958, something like that.
Something like that. She was 54 and Lois was 54 when they died.
Yeah. And Charlotte was scared to hit 54, but I think she's already hit it.
Yeah, I imagine she has.
Okay. All right, so, and then Lois, now how did she get to Washington, D.C.?
Well, you see, Tia, Spurgeon's sister, was working up there. And it's back during the Depression and no jobs for nobody. She went to Florida and worked in a canning plant one winter. And
Where in Florida did she go?
Frostproof.
And so she left Dale County and went to Frostproof, Florida during the Depression and worked in a canning factory.
Yeah, for one winter. And then that summer, Tira got her a job in Washington. And so
that was kind of hard to get a job, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was hard to get a job, but Tira got her one, and she went up there, and that's where she met your daddy, and they married. And
yeah.
Then the war broke out, and Hugh had to go to the army, and she got to be in a nervous wreck. She was nervous the rest of her life.
Yeah. Yeah, Daddy tells a story that he went off to the war and was gone 3 years, and he's real tickled when he got back. He had a brand new baby.
Yes.
But I think it was the time didn't work out really exactly like that. He was back a few months before.
Yeah, he was back before you was born because old leader and Sammy went up there,
Yeah.
And
he told that to somebody though that he's gone for 2 or 3 years and came back and had a new son, and they said, "Oh yeah," and then got to add 2 or 3 years. Well, how long did do you know how long Mama actually lived in Washington, D.C.?
No, I don't. She lived a lot of years, though, because Charlotte was a little old bitty thing when she went to Washington. And then she lived up there after Wallace was up a great big boy.
Yeah.
Well, you was born up there, and
She came back in 1948, I think, 48 or 49. Came back to Alabama, and that's the first time I'd come back and
was scared of the cedar tree. She said the reason you crawled under the Christmas tree, and it stung you, and the light bulbs was hot to you, and that was the reason you was scared. And you hadn't ever seen no sand, and that carried you out in the yard, set you down, and you had the sand, and you'd hold your head over like that and pour the sand down. She like had a heart attack when she seen all that sand in your hair.
I'd never really got in any dirt before.
No, sir. They had these oil floors in the apartment where her and Hugh lived.
Yeah.
And there were distance. Well, it's our first cousin's daughter was up there. She married up there too. And she put her baby down on the floor. She weren't curious because her daddy was like Lois. He's always scared. She was going to get a germ. She's the only child too. Scared she was going to get a germ. And so she just said she meant that her children was going to be raised up to eat anything that they could pick up. And she put her down on that old oily floor, and she said Lois would run around and wipe her hand, and that was before you was born. She said she put her up to the table to eat and didn't wash her hands, and said, oh, Lois sat there and frowned all the time. But she weren't never like Lois was. Lois was scared you was going to get a germ.
Well, I don't think she'd ever let me eat candy. I reckon who was the first one to ever give me any candy?
It was me. And she had to put you on that old knit, long gown to knit in the summertime to sleep in, and I'd slip in there every time I could and pull it off of you. And you went in there, she had you bathed and ready for bed, and you was holding your hands behind you. She said, Eddie, what you got? And you say, Billy Markey, Billy Markey. And she said, yeah, you got candy.
Well, I remember you coming in from work or coming in for something, and we was always, me and Terry was waiting for Benny Frank, because it always have something from the store, always some candy or something.
Yeah.
Play pretty or something. You know?
Yeah, she always, she didn't, you swallow chewing gum. But I'd ease you a little piece, because Wallace had eaten it all his life and it didn't hurt. And let you go to the table and eat any way you wanted to when she wouldn't be around, which weren't very often. Once in a while she'd go to town and eat you, but not very often.
How long did she, when she and I came down and flew down on an airplane, didn't we?
Yeah, and Papa met the plane, and you never had seen him before, and you ran to him with your arms out like that.
Just like I knew him.
Yeah, and probably did.
Yeah. Let's see, and she was here. Daddy hadn't come down yet.
No, he was finishing up something in Washington before he left.
So that's when we came down. I think we got some pictures of Earl putting me on a tractor and things like that.
Yeah, all of that.
That must have happened. Of course, we'd come over every few months from Atmore anyway.
Yeah.
Especially after we got our 1950 Ford.
Yeah, she learned how to drive.
Well, I remember us coming over on the bus. We would get on a Greyhound in Atmore and ride the bus over.
To Dothan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we did that several times.
Yeah, you did.
I guess that was maybe when he needed the car or something.
Yeah, that was right ugly what said, that old principal of the school, what was his name? That was
Butler?
I don't remember his name. I thought it was Maxwell, but it weren't. Charlotte said it weren't him. That he was always the doctor.
Yeah.
And said that Hugh was trying to teach Lois how to drive, and said they stopped at the principal's office, and he sort of took them under his wing, when they went over there.
Yeah.
And said Lois was just a-crying and a-crying. Said Hugh, she called me a son of a bitch. She said, no, I didn't do no such a thing. I said, you acted like one.
And he was trying. Well, she didn't know how to drive till then.
No, and he was teaching her to drive. I don't blame him, though, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't even let LJ be in the car with me when I was learning how. I said, no, either Mr. Sherman or John Sim will teach me. I said, well, I can show. I said, no, you won't either. And Mr. Sherman and John Sim was good to teach me. They'd have me to stop, if I made a mistake, and then they'd tell me what the mistake was, and they wouldn't.
Yeah. You got more patience with somebody that you don't live with all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Earl went off in the Second World War and was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Did Dodd go off, or he stayed home?
No. Well, he went to Korea War.
He did. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Well, what was Dodd in?
Just a regular army.
He was the Army? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he stayed. That's the reason his stomach's in the shape it seems.
So Dodd went off to the war in Korea after the Second World War.
Yeah, and he didn't. he left, you know, when dear Faye was living. Now, Annette, knew him, but Fever didn't. She had never seen him.
Huh.
And, Merlene and the two girls was living in an apartment out there at Ozark.
Yeah.
And he got in late one afternoon. And, Dob went to bed. He was tired, and he took his bath and went to bed right after he got through eating. And Merlene told Thea to go in there and go to bed. And she went in there and she went back. No man in bed. She didn't even know him. And he couldn't turn Annette loose. But Thea Faye, she didn't know him. His picture, she knew that was her daddy, but she didn't know him.
And, well, after he got out of the Army, he worked for the government there at Fort Rooker till he could retire.
Yeah. Well, no, to start with, he worked with somebody else. You know, Fort Rooker went dead.
Yeah.
And it was Camp Rooker then, you know.
Yeah.
And it went dead, and then they opened it back up and had it as air helicopters and all that, you know. And they named it Fort Rooker then, because they made a fort out of it. And he started work there not long after it opened up.
And he
worked
stayed
there
with
till he retired. And Earl worked there a while as a cook, but he quit.
Earl, let's see, I remember him, the main thing he did, he worked at Danley's for a
Yeah,
long
Danley
time.
Furniture Company.
Delivered furniture and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And got Sue a job there too.
Yeah.
And then after Earl worked at Danley's, let's see, Earl married a lady named Vi.
Yeah, from
Dothan. And then they went down and lived in Florida.
And he was the manager of this lumber company there, and
They did well down in Florida.
yeah, the real well that stayed down there.
She had a kind of a boarding house.
Yeah.
And rented out rooms, and he worked and made good money. And he's drinking a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, he was bad to drink. One night, it was a man in one of the upstairs rooms, and nobody hadn't seen him in 3 or 4 days, and she tried to get her boys to go up there and see about him, see if he was up there sick. They wouldn't do it. And then she tried to get her daughter to go, and she wouldn't go, and she tried to get Earl to go, and Earl wouldn't go. So she went up there, and he was dead in a smelly. But he died of natural causes. He was drunk, and something happened.
Well, I used to hitchhike around a lot, and I hitchhiked down in Florida and went to Bradenton, and I found them and found that boarding house, and stayed down there with them a day or two, and I was just going to hitchhike home, and Vi said, oh, it's about time we went home. And said, we'll just carry you home. So they had a new Ford car, a yellow fancy car, and they bought a big old bottle of whiskey, and they said, well, you can drink some beer if you drink. And I had me a few beers, and you talking about coming back from Florida?
Y'all flew in.
Yeah, we flew in and just partying, holding our head out the window and hollering. We went by one car, passed a car from Georgia, and she rolled the window down and hung out and said, hey, Georgia cracker.
We went down there with Martha and Miss Howard one time, and they had these spud nuts, like a donut, except it's made out of iced potatoes.
Yeah.
And we went there to get some. It was pretty late that night, and we'd already eaten sandwiches, we weren't hungry, but we did want one of them and some coffee, so Martha and Betty Sue and Vi and me went to get them, and some little shirt-tail boys went out there throwing ice cream and things on Martha's car, calling us nigger lovers. Vi said, you little black son of a bitches, and they was all white. Son of a bitches, they from Alabama. They ain't no more nigger lovers than you are. She got rid of them. And the police called them and made them, police stopped right after they took off. And Vi told the police, and he stopped and made him clean him off his car up.
Say, that must have been during the 60s, late 60s.
Yeah, it was.
Well, let's see. Now you married L.J. Smith.
Yeah.
And now the Smiths had a big farm, didn't it?
Big farm.
What was all of Smith boys' names? I remember Hiawatha was one of them.
Hiawatha was the oldest, and George, and L.J., and Shirley,
Yeah.
and John Sim, and Minnie Tier come in there somewhere, and William was the baby.
Now Spurgeon was their cousin.
Uncle.
Spurgeon was their uncle.
Uh-huh.
And they was out. They kind of farmed, and their daddy.
They had a sawmill and the farm.
And they were pretty money.
Oh, they made the money as long as they let Mr. Sherman go and buy the timber and everything. But after Shirley got hung in with Carolyn, she had all that stopped. And Shirley didn't have no better sense than to listen at her. And then they separated. And
You lived in a little house that was near there, near that big house.
Up on top of the hill from the big.
And I remember me and Terry would come spend the night. We always looked forward to go and stay at your house. There'd be a lot of candy and good stuff to eat.
Yeah.
And I remember one time we went fishing in a little old. Right in there's a pond, and the pond would overflow, and there's a little old ditch, and there's a little hole about a little bit bigger than a wash tub, and we caught the brim, just
You could
bunch of them.
catch them all the time there like that. And you know, Miss Mamie had turkeys, and I had turkeys, and they'd get in the woods and go wild.
Yeah.
And one Thanksgiving that Wallace had to wreck, she had one that was the biggest. Ooh, he was a whopper.
First time I ever shot a shotgun, Wallace thought it'd be pretty funny. He was probably about 16 or something. I was probably, 11, 12. And he fixed this shotgun up with double alt magnum, I mean. And he said, "You want to shoot the gun?" And I said, "Yeah." And you talking about turning somebody around. And then he asked Terry if Terry wanted to shoot it. Terry didn't much want to shoot the gun after if he'd asked him first, he'd have wanted to shoot it. But Wallace, he was back in the 50s, like Fonzie and all them. And didn't he have kind of a famous friend that did some singing back in?
Yeah, what is his name? His parents owns
He was big time. I mean,
he is big time, sure enough now.
And I can't even think of his
I
name.
can't think of his name to save my life.
We'll think of it later.
Oh boy, you ought to see what a house his parents has got in Dothan, which he built. And he had a home in Dothan. I reckon he still got it, but he's everywhere now.
He sings out in Las Vegas.
Yeah. And that was the hungriest young man you've ever seen.
All right, well, what about Betty Sue? Now, how in the world did she ever find her?
I don't know how they found one another.
It's just one of them quirks, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she and Herbert had Lowell and Lowry.
I had Lowell and Tilly and then Lowry.
Right.
After Tilly died, I had Lowry.
Right, and little Tilly had.
Spawning in the child.
Yes. And Herbert lays bricks, and his daddy was a bricklayer, and his brother was a bricklayer. And Lowell is mixing mud and carrying bricks, and he's trying to learn a little bricklaying.
Yeah. If they could do that though and get out of Dothan, they could make some money as good as they are.
Well, let's see. And Charlotte, she moved to Atmore after she got out, went to Troy, and went to Montevallo, and then Troy, and got a job teaching even before she had her degree.
Yeah, your daddy got her that job in Atmore.
And the first year she taught me, and lived with us, and after she taught a year or two, she got her a little 54 Chevrolet, and she was so proud of it, washed it, wouldn't even drive it. She was trying to save it. And she went somewhere one time, I don't even know if you know about this.
I doubt it.
And so I decided I could drive it.
No,
And I was about 13 or 14 years old, and I tore the transmission out of it driving around the block. I knew how to shift the gears, but I forgot about the clutch. And I knew she was making an awful noise, but I got it all the way around the block and got it back parked. And then she tried to drive, it wouldn't drive, and I owned up to what had happened. And I guess Daddy paid and had it fixed, but that was a foolish thing I ever did.
Yeah, you know, Charlotte feels like Lois and Hugh was her mom and daddy. Oh boy, she did. And she's still I think sort of jealous of Hugh. You know, she's jealous of Lois as long as she lived, and I believe she's still jealous of Hugh.
Yeah, and he's so grouchy at her and things.
She don't more care than nothing though, 'cause
She knows how he is.
yeah, she knows him well.
And she married, after she taught there at Rachel Patterson School till they tore it down and then built a new one. And she's teaching at the new one, and she married George Boyle, a Yankee from Pennsylvania who was in the Air Force down at Fort Walton, and they got together, and they've been living happily ever after. Well, they've been living ever after.
They've been living all this long time together. And I'll never forget one time Charlotte came home. It was when Miss Wallace died, and you know, they let the school out, and she went home, and I went back to Atmore with her, and she lived in that little tacky apartment.
Yeah.
And I slept on the couch.
That little bitty apartment.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Lois went over there, and oh, you never heard such a fuss as she gave Charlotte. Of course, Charlotte had already gone back to school. And she was fussing with Charlotte because I slept on the couch. She went to gathering up my clothes and carried me to her house. And then your dad, they carried you home. You gotta believe you went with us.
Yeah.
And they had lots of tents, you know, preaching tents. And your daddy said, yeah, we have lots of Holy Ghost revivals going on over here. Yeah, I know y'all was with us because Henry was on there. He said, he liked Henry, or pretended he did on the count because you did. And he said, I never did like for a dog to smoke a cigar and sit in my lap.
Yeah, Daddy just he never petted dogs or never fooled with them, or, you know, he might pet one, you know, just kind of hold his hand out flat and do like that, but he just never had much to do with animals. He's too interested in people.
It was funny too when I went to the Catholic church and got him, Henry out of the church.
Yeah.
And, you know, from then on I could say, Henry, you get on so-and-so, and he'd go.
He'd mind.
He'd mind me then because I shook him all the way back to the house. I wouldn't let him walk and follow me. I carried him back in my arms, and I'd shake him. I was so mad with him I could have killed him.
Okay, let's talk about Papa and Miss Evie a little bit, and then we'll take a break. Didn't Papa, all right, here he married Grandpa Phillips's daughter Evie, and Grandpa Phillips gave them some land down.
Yeah, and that old...
How many acres, do you know?
I
How much
believe
he gave
it
to
was...
start with?
I believe it was 80 till he died. And, you know, of course, when he died, he had it willed, each one of them to have so much.
Yeah, so they got some more.
Yeah, they got some more.
And so Papa, when he came back from Texas and got married, he lived there on the Phillips place. And he never learned how to drive a car.
No, but you know, they went to Enterprise, Granny and them did, and I don't know, Aunt Matt and them.
Yeah.
You know what, maybe when Granny died, before Granny died, they moved back. Well, I know Granny died in that house.
Did you ever see her?
That
was before your time.
Yes, she died when, I don't reckon Flopsy ever seen her, R.E. did.
So, but they lived, for the most time, he farmed there, and he didn't drive a car, but he always had a wagon. Did he have mules or horses?
He had, well, he bought a horse, but he had mules, Old Days, that was the old mule's name. And anybody in the world, every child in that community loved that old mule because she'd let all of us ride her or anything else.
Days?
Old Days was her name.
Like Daisy?
Old Days was all I ever heard. And I'd go to the field about time for Papa to come home for dinner to get to ride Old Days back to the house.
And he farmed that, grew mostly corn and
peanuts. He did have cotton till the boll weevils got so bad.
Yeah.
Between my house and Annette's was cotton.
So he started off growing cotton and corn.
Uh-huh. You know, he was a champion corn raiser one year.
What happened about that?
Well, he had the finest corn. You know, Tal Kelly was working with him.
Yeah.
And Tal had fussed at him, say, I raised that corn myself. And he got credit for it. And
well, did Papa usually have a hired man, or?
Yeah, he kept somebody to help him. You know, he weren't able to do it by himself.
Yeah. It's 80 acres, and a lot of that was open ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all just about open ground.
So yeah, it wasn't any way one man and one mule could attend to that.
No.
And he had somebody to help him farm.
Yeah.
Until did Dob and Earl, did they do much farming?
Yeah, they did a lot till they had to go to the army. Well, Dob married, of course, you know, and moved off, and Earl stayed out of the army a pretty good while because Papa didn't have no help. And then he hired this Virgil Benefield. They finally called Earl, and Virgil Benefield helped Papa, and he just didn't have good mind.
Yeah.
He was smart and knew how to farm and all that, but his mind weren't good. And one night, Papa and Mr. Hall got drunk. You know, it's shrubbery out in front of the house, where the old dirt road was right there at the house. And they'd walk. At the table, though, that night, Virgil said, he wouldn't say past me nothing. He'd say, I want a biscuit. And Mr. Hall picked one up and hit him with it. And they'd stagger till they got near about to the shrubbery, and then they'd jump over. We had the most fun out of them. And Mama was staying with Grandma that night. Grandma, that's when she broke her hip, you know, and never did get up anymore.
That was Grandma Phillips.
Uh-huh. She's a little old bitty woman.
Well, didn't you, they had a lot of kids living in that house, and when you were young, you went down and stayed with them, didn't you?
I stayed with them. I'd get mad with some of them didn't go right at home. I'd go to Grandma.
Yeah. So of all the one kids, Grandpa Phillips, Grandma Phillips kind of raised you, didn't you?
Yeah.
More than any of the rest.
Any of the rest. And when they went somewhere, you know, Grandpa was the only one that had a car anywhere between Echo and Midland City at one time. He had the old Model T, and then he had that old Model A.
And Grandpa Phillips had a son named Pharaoh.
Uh-huh.
And
Pharaoh.
And he went barefooted.
The coldest weather he'd have on that old thick flannel line jumper and going up the road, he'd go up there to see about Grandma and Grandpa every morning and he'd eat breakfast with them. And he'd be barefooted and have on that jacket.
And his wife was Aunt Beauty.
One of the best women that's ever been in the world.
Sure was. I remember that house always as neat as a pin.
Yes, sir. And she used to cook big old pone cornbread and collards. Leaf, she wouldn't cut them up like we do now. She cooked the old leaf, and she'd hull out the inside of the pone cornbread, and make us a collard sandwich. And that was so good. She'd have this big old home-cured fat meat to go in it, and that was so good. And she loved Wallace, I reckon, better than she did her own children. And he'd go down by, and she'd ask him what would he want for dinner, and he'd tell her a chicken and chocolate pudding, and he never had to eat chocolate pudding in his life. He wouldn't eat nothing like that. Now, he'd eat, well, not bad about eating candy, but he would eat a piece of candy once in a while. and she'd get up there and put him a chair side the stove and let him stir the chocolate pie
Did Uncle Pharaoh ever kill Wallace fishing?
every week.
That, you
Two
know,
or
that
three
matters. As
times.
much as Wallace likes to fish, that's where he got
Where he
started.
got it from, and I've always loved to fish. One time he carried us to the river back of the Belverts where Elliot and Verner live now. And I caught an eel, and I thought it was a snake. I threw the pole and all down and went to running in a holler. I think that's the only time he ever got mad with me.
I had a kid a few years ago. I don't know what it was about him, but I called him Uncle Pharaoh. And those kids didn't know who in the world Uncle Pharaoh was.
No, sir. You know, in the Bible, that Pharaoh was mean.
Yeah.
And
Well, Uncle Pharaoh didn't take that part of the name, did he?
no, he sure did.
I always figured, you know, people would name, you know, they just opened the Bible and the first name they came to, they figured the Lord wanted a name, and I figured that's how he got his name.
Yeah, but I don't know how come on the name. But think about Grandma naming me Benny Frank.
Yep, no.
She
Benny Frank.
had a cousin named Benny Frank, and she loved that cousin. Well, they was closer than her and her sisters were, until their older days, you know. And she had a sister named Kizzy. Aunt Kizzy. Now that's some kind of a name.
Benny Frank and Kizzy.
Yeah, and I can't think of none of the rest of her sister's name. And Mama and them had, you know, it was Aunt Rado. Now that was Mama's oldest sister.
Well, let's say, I don't think we've named all them yet.
It's,
Phillips' his children.
yeah, it was Aunt Rado and Uncle Pharaoh and Aunt Helan and Mama.
Yeah, and Aunt Helan just died.
About this summer was 2 years ago, I think, or 1 year or 2 years ago. And she lived to be 96, and Mama was 92. And
How old was Papa?
81.
81.
Papa was 81, and Uncle Harv was 81, and Uncle Pharaoh was 81. They all died when they was 81 years old. And Grandma Phillips died when she was 81.
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah.
81. Of course, they say now all this stuff they can do now, we're supposed to live longer than that. So I'll sign up for it.
I don't know where I would or not. I don't want to live.
How old are you right now?
67. I don't want to live to be in the shape Mama and Aunt Helan was in. I don't want that.
Well, now, they were in the 90s, though.
Yeah, Aunt Helan's 96. But she just swiveled away. She weren't nothing. I don't never forget what Holman at the funeral home said. You love them to death because they're just the best things, and they never forget me, never. And I went in and, well, Annette carried me to Headland to get see if I could get some shoes to fit me that I could wear to the funeral because I couldn't wear none I had. And I got these old flat, you know, just cheap shoes to wear, you know, around at home. And and I put them on and went in the funeral home. So the old man told me, Kenny, come out, and he helped Annette. That's when my ankle was so bad. He took hold of my arm to help me in too. And he said, well, I'll just tell you, we don't take legs, one leg, so we have to have the whole body. I said, well, you can have that ankle if you want it, if you'll take it. And we went on in to see Aunt Helan, and because I knew I wouldn't get to go, you know, because I couldn't find no shoes that I could wear. And he looked, I was looking at him, and he said, you swiveled up, didn't you? And his youngest son, next to the youngest son, went went to Tuscaloosa to get Papa.
Yeah.
And he carried the youngest son with him. He was in school up there in Tuscaloosa, and he got him going out to the hospital with him to get Papa. And that day over there, you know how long it was been since Papa died.
Yeah.
And he remembered that just as good. He said, yeah, says, you're Mr. Yarber's daughter. I said, yeah.
Cool.
And just think how long that had been, and he remembered. And I guarantee you, if you meet one of them on the street, they're going to hug your knee. They just that kind of people.
good folks and good business.
Yeah. Wilton told us, that's Wilton, Kenneth was at Ozark. Wilton's at Heaven. And Kenneth's dead, but Wilton's still living. And he said that, it said the only thing since he'd been in that business that ever got him, he said, now that threw me. Said that one night he was in the office and said he thought he heard somebody come in, and said he didn't hear nothing else, and said he just kept on and, you know, with his papers till he got them done. And he decided he better go in there before he went upstairs to bed. Locked up, you know, went upstairs to bed, and said there sat this lady and man in there, and said the lady had a little baby in her arms, and he said filthy. Said they were so dirty, and said the woman helped the baby out to him. Said, she says, Mr. Holman, I think my baby's dead. And said he took that baby, and he said when he was trying to fix it up, it was so dirty till the skin had come off the back of its little ears. He said he said, now that got me. He said, I had to get my wife to help me finish. He said, that really did. And he said they didn't know no better. He called the people's name they worked for, farm folks.
Yeah.
And he said they half paid them, half starved them. He said that made him, and you know, he wasn't in charge of that baby's casket or nothing. They buried it and didn't charge nothing. And he told them if the man gave them money to pay for the casket and all, to keep it and buy them some clothes, that he didn't charge. But I don't know whether the man ever did or not. He said that man ought to be run out of Henry County.
What's the best time you remember? Bet if you had to go back in your life and pick the best time you ever, best period of time, what was it?
When we was all at home on the farm, that old house, and that was happy times. We all went, we'd go, you know, nobody had nothing to go on till Papa got his little Jersey wagon.
He had a Jersey wagon. Now, is a Jersey wagon, is that a brand like Studebaker?
Well, no, it's just a little,
Little
you know,
wagon.
little wagon. You know, they call the big wagons 2 mule wagons.
And the little one's a Jersey wagon.
Yeah,
Well, I've heard
one mule pulled in.
You don't remember what kind it was, do you?
No, I
Studebaker?
don't. I can't remember. I remember the color of it, though. It was green.
Green?
And
yellow?
it had yellow, the name of it wrote on the, with yellow.
And he bought it brand new?
Brand new, and we'd hitch old days to it and go anywhere we wanted to. He was the only one that had a mule that, you know, anybody weren't scared of, and we'd go to preaching on that Jersey wagon in the mule.
Well, now, where did y'all go to town? You didn't go much, I bet.
No, we didn't go much. Well, Papa, when he'd sell a bale of cotton, he'd go to Ozark, or Headland one.
Yeah.
And it's once in a while they'd go to Dothan, but not hardly
Well,
ever. That was too far with the...
They sold the cotton. And now, didn't he do his banking in Headland?
He did in the later years. He done it in Midland City
To start with?
In the later years, he done it in Headland. You know, Major Espy had the bank. He was the high knocker in the bank there in Headland, and he was the best thing to the farmers at all.
Yeah.
And
I've heard Papa call his name.
yes, sirree.
Well, did y'all, let's see, you didn't go to the, I was trying to picture what it's like. Y'all had that little wagon. It wasn't a rolling store coming by.
Oh
then,
yeah,
was it?
the old rolling stores would come by and we'd shut corn and shell it in the sheller, you know, where you ground it, sell it to them.
So, and get, what would you get for it?
I can't remember what we get for. Well,
Like, I mean, would you get like, would y'all get coffee?
coffee and flour and you know, things, sugar and chocolate, things like that you couldn't get. You know, in town you couldn't sell your corn to them.
Yeah.
And he'd always get Walliston's, Charlotte's and King's. And they got them where they'd have drinks.
I remember it was even that late in 1950, like 51, 52, back in there. The rolling store was still coming through. But it would come through way back when you was little, too.
Oh, yeah. That's first, as far back as I can remember.
But it would have a motor, it'd be a truck, like a bus or something.
No, to start with, it weren't, it was, this man had this old gray mule.
Well, I'm sorry.
And he just, picked up from Mexico in Midland City, you know.
Yeah.
That was just that straight line. And always on Thursday, he'd have fresh fish, mullet.
Huh. And I bet you all wanted that.
And we got mullet every week.
Well, would he take eggs or
Yeah,
chicken?
the eggs or chickens, and that, just like that, rolling store would do. You know, they had a pen underneath to put the chickens in.
Well, I think that the rolling store even in the 50s would take eggs.
Yeah, they would, and chicken and corn too. And you know, Charlotte and Wallace would take them an egg out there and get them a all-day supper, he called them. And now then, one egg wouldn't buy one slice of a gum.
So,
Yeah, they get they'd, you know, the suckers had candy on each end.
yeah.
And one of them would get the sucker with their egg, and the other one would get chewing gum with their egg, and so they'd swap. Cut sucker in two and stem in two, and one of them would have the one part and the other. And they never did have much trouble about that, except when the grape sucker, they both won't make. And they'd take the chewing gum each and have two strips apiece, and then they'd cut one in two.
It came 3 to a thing.
5.
Oh,
And they'd
that's
have
it.
2 apiece.
That's it. And they had it down to a science.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember anything about when Mama was little and said she always liked dogs, didn't she? Didn't a bad dog come up? Do you remember when the rabies dog?
Oh yeah, that the prettiest little old dog, Jimbo. That was his name. He was just about that high, and he was black and white, and he was the prettiest little old thing. Them gave him the lowest. She was fixing to go to another state, and she couldn't take him with her. And you could tell him to say his prayers, and the little old feller would put his little paws down, put his head on his paws. And you could say amen, and he'd raise up then. And old Shepley went and got an old dog, and he had rabies, and he killed I don't know how many dogs. And Lois and Papa, and, well, it's a crowd of people that had dogs that had to take them shots because they'd handled the dog.
Did they found out it had rabies, or they thought it had it?
He had it, one of Shepley's stove. And I think everybody in the country hated him was the reason he had to leave the country.
Well, what happened? How did they get the shots?
Dr. Parrish from Midland City go out to our house every night, and they'd all meet there and get him.
Everybody had handled that dog. Where'd they give them the shots at?
In the stomach around their navel. They had to take 14.
Good. Don't you know they dreaded that happening there?
Yeah.
Especially like somebody like Mama was young. I bet your Papa kind of hated it too.
All of them hated it. Mr. Amstel said if he lived to get over him shot, he's going to hunt Shepley up and kill him.
Well, did anybody ever get the rabies? Any person that you ever heard of?
Yeah, now Grandpa Phillips lived close to a boy that had them. He said that was the pitifulest thing that'd ever been. Said that they changed him to the bed. They'd have to, you know.
Yeah.
And said he'd tell them not to come close to him. He'd know, you know, when he was fixing to have one of them fits. You seem like a dog did. And Grandpa said he got just like a dog would for one. Said he'd want water, but he couldn't drink it. He said even back when when he was alive, he said now then they could, it would be a law that they could give him a shot to kill him.
Oh, Lord. Rabies was a bad thing. And you know, people can still get that. This wild animals got it.
Yeah, you know, they've killed I don't know how many wild animals this past year in Houston County that had.
Yeah, that was on the news. There was just a bad epidemic of it down there.
Yeah. And you know, Scotty and Phillips Dale Cherry has traps.
Yeah.
And they catch coons and things like that in them, and they just reach in there with their hands and get them. And
crazy.
we
Scotty?
Yeah, Scotty. As scary as he is. And after so many had rabies, Gary and them made them get these big, thick gloves, you know, like the big tenders were, and put on to keep them from biting. One Sunday morning, it weren't good daylight. Earl's dog kept a rearing. He'd run to Earl's window and bark, and he'd go back to the tree and bark. And it got loud enough Earl could see. He got up and went out there to see what he was barking at. And it was a coon up the tree. And he called Gary to come kill him. But he thought that was his property.
Let's see, we had mentioned that Dobb and his wife, Merlene, does Dobb have another name besides just plain Dobb?
It's Theron. Jack Theron Yarber. And
Jack?
Jack Theron Yarber, but he don't never put that to it.
Jack Theron, and everybody calls him Dobb, and his wife Merlene, and they have 4 children.
Yeah.
Annette, and Thea Faye, and Gary, and Michael.
Yeah.
And I think we named everybody else's, didn't
Yeah, except Lois's name, her one was named Eddie.
Yeah, that little pitiful.
Yeah.
Well,
Wallace used to want me to look at Lois's suitcase when she
to make sure I didn't load up too much of his stuff.
Yeah, that'd be so funny to Lois. Shit just tickled her all over.
Well, I'm going to stop it for a minute, and then we'll put our meat on and turn it back on.
You reckon Ruth needs any?
If I didn't have to do something to my hair and put on makeup, I could go.
Hers and Mia's put on up here.
Eddie, you can start over on another 2 pieces of meat and do your little spiel about the ham, about the meat. This is cooking too fast.
Rick, we need a...
Water it. That's the best meat. Ooh.
Oh, Daddy did. What do you eat with it?
I'm gonna fix that rice.
Oh yeah, that's
And I got that broccoli. I'm gonna cook some broccoli. You may not care anything about broccoli.
I like the stems.
Like the stem.
Uh-huh.
Well, I like.
Well, what are you cooking, Ruth?
Rice and broccoli.
I mean, what is that on the fire?
Well, we're smoking some ham. You got some ham on.
Okay, now this, what we're showing here, we having to do it again, is showing how we have to cook in 1988. We have to cook our food on a fireplace. You easing out of the picture. And we went through this whole thing, and we talked for about 5 minutes explaining about this meat, and then we found out to our horror that the camera wasn't on. And so now then we're going back. This is the way you cook back in 1988. You take some green hickory and let it cook down until it Ruth, I'm gonna need some water. Let it cook down till it's just coals, and you put a little heavy gauge grill over those coals. And we like to use the old Yabra recipe of 1/3 olive oil, 1/3 vinegar, and the secret is 1/3 homegrown honey. And you stir that up with a fork real good. And then you put some coarse ground black pepper, you put some lemon oil, you put some Tabasco, put some garlic, a little Worcestershire sauce, and that makes a lot of acids get up on your meat. That makes it real good.
Get that good hickory taste.
And you just let it smoke, and we got some ham. But that same sauce will do good for just about anything. And just let it smoke, and you talk about some good eating. And this is the old secret Yarborough recipe that hadn't been used since, I think they started using this back in the 80s, didn't they?
Yeah.
About 1988, 87. Okay, now, Ashley is getting ready tonight to go to a party. Ashley? Is she upstairs? Ashley says that to forget her until she gets dressed and gets her makeup on. But if this house were to burn down and nothing survived except for this film, I'd like for it to record the feeling that I get coming in from school on a cold January, February day, cold and drizzly, maybe snowy outside, and come in and sit down in my old easy chair over here that Miss Benny Frank's sitting in, and I got a radio over there by that desk. I put on a Montgomery station that plays some soft jazz music, and I set me a beer over there on the old desk, and I have a good book, and all I do is just sit there and listen to that fire kind of crackle and that soft music, and read that book, and it just takes away all the little old nagging of the young'uns and everything about the school bus. Those milk crates have green hickory wood that we used to cook on. Back here in 1988, we have to do a lot of cooking on the fire. And so I always try to have a little green hickory wood. And we keep the regular wood over here, the wood to burn in the fireplace to keep us warm. And then there's a whiskey barrel over there cut in half, and we use that to keep kindling and the wood in too. All in all, we're real satisfied. You know, we're pretty cozy here. Ruth's got the bed made up and got everything, you know, looking nice and feeling pretty homey. There she is. She's coming in to make another contribution. We always like to keep everything neat. Our idea here at this house is a place for everything and everything in its place. And if you'll do that, you'll always keep an uncluttered mind. That's kind of the way we like to live. Uncluttered, everything put away. Really, about 72% of the time we do keep everything put up, but on weekends we have to iron. Now, what do you usually do on Sunday, Ruth? Sunday afternoon.
That's my ironing day.
What do you iron?
Your clothes.
Well, what is it that you iron of my clothes?
Well, I iron your 5 little pair of pants, 5 little shirts. You're holding up 2 fingers. I'm supposed to say 2 something.
2 pair of khaki pants.
2 pair of khaki pants and 3 pair of blue jeans. Is that right?
That's right. Okay. That's just every week, same old thing. We don't dress too fancy. We just got the same thing every week.
Yeah. I iron mine every morning, but I iron yours for the whole week because you fuss.
I like everything neat like that. Let's see, now where do you work? Why do you wash your clothes in 1988? Why do you want?
Why do I wash my clothes?
I mean, why do you have to have your clothes ironed and everything? Hush, Ashley.
I work
Where do you work?
at Millerville Elementary School. Same place you work.
What do you do?
I'm a teacher's aide.
Who do you work for?
Marion Beverly.
Who are all the teachers at Millerville, starting in kindergarten?
Okay, kindergarten is Karen Chandler and Sally Chapman. First grade, Ann Horn and Becky Beverly. Third grade is Martha Anderson and Bobby Smith. Fourth grade is Mrs. Smith, Miss Betty Smith, and she's retiring this year.
And one more.
and Sandra Grogan, who's a new teacher this year that we all love. And 5th grade is Kathy Dawkins and Eddie Rozelle. And 6th grade is Marion Beverly.
And she has the big class with how many children in it?
42.
42.
43.
43. And she has to have...
She has an aide.
And that's you.
Me.
And who's the principal?
Bobby Benson.
Who the special ed teachers?
Ellen Dark and Billy Garrett, who's retiring this year.
Mm-hmm. And who's secretary?
Connie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
She has a new name, but we don't call her by her new name.
Yeah. Okay, it probably may not stick, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Ben Frank, do you have anything you'd like to add to this?
No. I don't guess to do.
Okay. Well, I just don't see much that can.
You're burning your meat up. Did you want this piece of meat burned up?
Well, the show must go on.
That one is ruined. This one is on its way.
No, I don't think it's really.
Ashley, come in here. Right now, so we'll have some film for Tanya. Hurry.
I may have put it
Now.
out.
Well, that's still smart. I mean, no, Ruth, it's a lot of that ain't ruined.
I kind of like it crispy. All right, come over here by the fire, Ashley.
You look like a little schoolgirl now.
Okay, now, what's your name, little girl? Ashley who? Okay, how old are you?
14.
14 years old. No, wait a minute. How old are you today?
13.
13. And when will you be 14?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. What are you getting for your birthday this year?
Going to go shores with my friend Tanya.
Tanya Cook. Y'all, and who's going to carry to go shores?
You. Peter Rozelle.
And who else is going?
And Frank.
No, Ann Horn. Ben Frank and Lee Rozelle are going to
Dale County.
Dale County, and Ben Frank's going to get Lee a date. Okay, Ashley Rozelle. What else are you going to do exciting in the next few weeks? What's
We're
the
going to White Snake concert.
to the White Snake concert? And do you suppose when your children see this, will they know what the White Snake is?
No.
Do you suppose that when they see the length of your skirt, do you think they're going to say, "Hey, Mama, ha ha"?
They'll probably laugh at me. I don't know.
They probably won't even be wearing skirts when you, by then they'll be going in the nude.
Just be running around buck naked. Do you think they'll really think that their mama had some pretty legs?
I don't know.
Now, you didn't want to wear those black pantyhose, is that right?
That's right.
What, you just wanted to go bare-legged.
I don't like those.
Why?
Because they're hot and I don't know. I just don't like them.
You just rather go bare-legged.
That's right.
Okay. Now, where is the party?
Down in Patterson's house.
How long have the Rozelles and Pattersons been living side by side?
150 years.
About 150 years. And you're going to a party. Are y'all having a husking bee?
Haven't the slightest idea what that is.
Where you get over there and shell corn?
No, I don't think there's going to be.
Probably the last time the Rozelles and Chandlers got together over there on that hill, it was for a husking bee, and then they'd have a square dance.
I don't think we're going to square dance either.
Now, what kind of dance do y'all do?
We just dance.
Would you mind doing a little of it?
No, thank you.
Okay. You're in the 8th grade. Who are your very best friends in the 8th grade?
At my school,
Uh-huh.
Tanya and Jennifer.
Tanya and Jennifer.
My best friend's Allison, my cousin.
Your cousin Allison. Where does she live?
Mobile, and her sister Carrie. They're living with their daddy right
They live with their daddy. They don't like their mother anymore.
now. They do,
Oh. Okay.
Just don't get into that.
That's another story.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you plan on doing this summer?
I'm going to work, bus tables, take swim, get on the swim team.
Uh-huh. What's your brother gonna do?
Be in the National Guard.
Let's see, how old is he?
He's going to be, 17.
If you had to describe him in just 3 or 4 sentences,
He's
How
a
would-
egotistical jerk.
He is an egotistical jerk. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing else. Can I go fix my hair?
Well, no, wait a minute. Let's get everything straight. Does he have any girlfriends?
No.
Does he go courting girls?
No.
Ashley.
Do you tell the truth?
No.
Let me
Does
turn
he-
him down in the skirt here.
He goes to see a girl named Denise Shell sometimes.
No.
And he also goes to see a girl named Shelly Nelson sometimes.
No.
And he also, every once in a while, he used to go see a girl named, a big old Jones girl. Had big bosoms. Is that right?
No.
Are there any other girls we don't know about that he's been to see?
No.
Who is your boyfriend?
Have none.
Uh-huh. Has some boy from Hackneyville called you here at this house on several occasions?
No.
Did you go to a dance at school and dance with a boy named, what's his name? What's that boy's name?
Mama.
Oh, they have that store up there. His mama has,
Martin.
yeah, little David Martin. Is it not true that you went to a dance, your first dance, and danced with a boy named David Martin on the first dance? Is this not a fact?
It's not a fact.
Ooh, she tells stories.
And you thought he is quite the hook, I guess.
No, he's just my friend.
Is he? Anything else you'd like to say about this?
No.
And your best friends are Tanya, and she's going to be over here at this house?
Maybe.
And you want her photographed?
And Jennifer's in the hospital.
Jennifer's your good friend.
And Allison's in Mobile.
Okay. Allison who?
Cabinet.
Okay. And she's in Mobile,
Yeah.
living with her father. One's in the hospital. Who does Tanya like?
Daddy, do you think I'd tell?
Well, you can tell
When
me.
she gets there, ask her.
Will she tell?
No. Is it over?
Huh?
Is it over?
Wait a minute. Is it? What else are you doing fun right now? What kind of car do you want when you get grown?
Black BMW.
And what else?
What other kind of car?
Now, what else you want to do when you get big?
I'm going to be a lawyer. And then when I get older, I'm going to be a judge.
I see. What do you think your husband? What do you think your brother wants to do?
Be an English teacher.
Uh huh.
I think.
What kind of man you gonna marry?
I don't
Is he gonna be a lawyer?
know. Maybe.
Well, let's nail it down. You want to marry a smart fella or a dumb fella?
Smart fella.
You want to marry a fella from Clay County or from out of the Clay County area?
I guess out of the Clay County area.
Out of the Clay
I don't
County
know. I
area.
don't care.
Well, used to you said you want to marry somebody outside of Clay County. Now
He's
then,
got, well, we didn't have a lot of money.
yeah, but you've decided that you can fall in love with a rich man just as easily as a poor man. I think that's a pretty good choice.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like real good judgment.
Might be a little better if I had money.
Uh-huh.
I'm making my own money though.
Yeah, you don't want to just be dependent.
That's right.
Okay. Do you have, before we turn this off, do you have any other philosophy of life that you would like to give that we can show your children one day? And when you have children that are 14 years old, I'm going to set them down and show them this. Is there anything that you'd like, do you think that your parents are a little too strict on you?
Yes.
Do you like the fact that your father does not let you go to any dances unless he
No.
goes?
No, and I wish he wouldn't carry the flashlight. That's, I mean, that, it'd be happier if he didn't carry the flashlight.
Okay, when you have children and you're grown, you have children that are 14, are you going to let them, if they want to go to a dance, you're going to say, I trust you, go ahead, go to any dance you want to, and have a good time, and come in
Not
when
to
you
any
can.
Dance, not to any dance.
Well, let's hear what you've got to say on this subject.
I'll let him go to some dances.
What are you going to tell them to get in, just whenever they feel like it?
Oh, no, they'll have to be in a certain time and I'm going to go.
Like what time?
When they're my age,
Yeah.
at the latest about 9 o'clock.
9? Okay. Well,
8 or 9.
8 or 9.
8, I think.
Okay, I think 8's about right. Okay, that's what time I think it'd be good for you to be in tonight. What? I mean, wait a minute. You're going to a dance over at the Patterson's house.
No, but see, this is different.
Oh.
This is the Pattersons we've lived by for 150 years.
And they're not having any boys over there.
Not that I know of, except my brother, and I don't think you have to worry about my brother.
What about Steve and Scott?
Yes, but who worries about them?
Okay. Well, anything else you'd like to say about raising children?
Nope.
Do you keep your room clean?
No.
What happened yesterday when your daddy went...
He went in my secret room and pulled all my junk out and spread it all over my room.
Uh-huh.
And he said, this is a fire hazardous.
Okay. Is anything else you'd like to say about raising children, about keeping rooms straight?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's go see if if you talk loud. Lee? All right, come here. Stand right over there. What is your full name? Lee? Lee, come here. Lee? All right, just come here. Okay, this is twice that we have filmed something.
We gonna film the same thing again?
Oh, we're going to go through part of it. Let's see now. Your name is Lee Rozelle, and what are you doing?
Just standing here.
This is the second time we've been through this, and I can understand your frustration. Your clothes are a little different than you would expect a normal high school senior. Is that correct?
Yeah.
To wear.
17 years old, you ever leave.
Okay. Seems like you got a little cold.
Canasta. Let's see. What else will I say?
Okay, Lee, where have you been today?
National Guard.
And you've been a National Guard, and that kind of explains your clothes. Is that right?
I reckon.
Can you tell us anything about your? This is your second National Guard drill. Where's the cheese?
I don't have any cheese this time. All they had to give was French fries this time, and I didn't take any.
I think that's good. Did anything fun or special happen today?
Nothing.
Got that new hat.
Oh, I got a hat.
Okay. Did you have anybody there at National Guard today of higher rank than a lieutenant?
No.
Lee?
Oh, yeah. One general.
A general. Well, were you able to help him in any way?
Yeah, I served him. That's it. There's no funny
You-
joke to that.
You served the general. What
spilled soup on him, Zeke.
did you?
I spilled soup on him.
You spilled a half bowl of soup on the table as you were serving the general. Is that right?
Yes, this is so.
Were you humiliated?
No, I just turned red.
Did everybody say you turned red?
No, they went, that's all right, son, and laughed. And they all laughed. Every one of them laughed. I didn't laugh. But I went.
What do you think about this now? The serving your country by serving French fries.
I think it's real neat.
So you still like the National Guard?
Oh, yes.
And
Go
you
get it inspected tomorrow.
you are? Okay. When somebody said that you were going to have the chance to show your military prowess by marching at Bibb Graves High School.
Yes, this is so.
Show us how you do that.
I don't know how.
My focus isn't doing too good. And so wait a minute, Lee, you've never been to basic training, right? You've never been to basic training yet, but you're going to march for our congressman.
Yes.
You and who else?
Julie Hannah and Gerald.
So, and neither one of you three have been to basic training, but y'all are the military consignment at Bibb Graves High School, and when y'all have a congressman come, y'all are the ones that go march, right?
Yes, this is so.
Now, have you ever worn your uniform to school? As a National Guardsman, you have the right to declare a recruiting day. Is this right? Okay. Didn't you get your uniform on a Wednesday? On a Wednesday. And didn't you declare recruiting day that next Friday? Didn't you and Gerald wear your uniforms to school on
We're
the...
so proud we didn't know what to do, so we wore them to school.
It's kind of like, I remember we could wear our Boy Scout uniforms on Friday once a month.
Yes.
And everybody wanted to be sure that you had paid your dues in Boy Scouts so you could wear a uniform on that Friday. And so now I didn't notice Gerald had his uniform on.
And he got one of these too.
Now let's see, now what is that? Something you put in your
We're
ears?
supposed to have this ear plug box, but I like that's the box. I don't actually have any ear plugs.
But
It looks nice though.
you got that today?
Yeah.
Along with the hat.
Yeah. This is my hat though. My hat was too big. I got Mr. Gilbert's hat. See? Gilbert.
Who is Mr. Gilbert?
He's the supply man.
He gave you his own hat?
Yeah, it fit my head just perfect.
And he took the old hat that's too big?
Yeah.
Or is he just doing without?
He's just doing that.
So that you can march?
Yeah.
Okay. Now how do you plan on perfecting this march?
I don't know. I don't have anything to do with it.
You'll be
That's
marching in
enough.
front of the whole student body. Wait a minute. Hold it. Just
Tired as fuck.
Lee, what kind of car do you have? Get back over.
BMW.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm getting tired of this. There ain't doing no more.
Now what are you gonna do next weekend?
I don't know. Whatever. Take Aunt Frank home.
You're gonna ride down, take 8 Frank home?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what are you gonna do the next weekend? Don't you have a concert to go to?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Is your favorite thing to do to go to concerts? Well, we won't talk about your favorite thing. We won't talk about your favorite thing to do. Could we ask you about your opinion of girls?
I don't need an opinion. That's enough of this.
Is nothing you'd like to say?
No, I just seen act the fool and turn red. That's
Oh.
enough of that, dude.
Well, that was Lee Rozelle, home from his, I've already been on there, home from his second National Guard meeting. His first meeting, he wore a white uniform and did some cooking. So I guess that's it for the Happy Rozelles, cooking their meat, getting ready for supper on a Saturday night. Ashley and Lee going to a party. Ruth and Eddie sitting home, drinking a beer. Benny Frank watching a little TV, eating ham. Everybody having a good time.
What are you doing, Eddie?
I'm eating this fine supper. It look, Ashley, don't lie. To me, this fine plate looks like it should be in Better Homes and Garden or Southern Living. Do you have a good picture of this? Notice, I don't know if the camera can pick up the sounds or not, but the fire is still crackling over there with the dripping from the meat on the fire coals. Notice this rice. Now, Ashley, you're laughing. Notice this rice and little pieces of mushroom and ham. And this ham here is real good. This has been smoked. And Ashley over there really is relishing this. Come here, Ashley. Uh-huh. Can you get in there? Doesn't this look good?
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to a party.
Going to a party. All right, come here and take a little bite of this and see what you think. You're going to brush your teeth too and get them black spots out that you've got picked up. Put your head down here so you can be your thing. And this is what we do. We have a nice Lowenbräu beer. Sitting in the old lazy boy chair. Many a fine evening has gone by. Just like this. I have my jazz. Reach over there on that bottom button and turn the music up a little bit. See if they... Turn it up just a little bit more. You turn it. Pretty typical. You can turn it off now.
I don't know how.
You mash the same button, little
Wait a minute.
Is there an R in there?
No.
You never did turn it on then, did you? There's not an R in the bottom right-hand button?
Oh, no.
Okay, Ashley?
Yes.
All right, turn that light on. Okay. Now this is, what's the date?
February 25th, 1990.
1990. So really what it is, this is, we just got through watching a movie of Ashley Rozelle in 1988, right? This same month, right? We still have food and everything. Here 2 years later. Okay. This is Ruth. Okay, now Ashley, let's go outside, please. Yesterday was what special day?
My birthday.
Your birthday. Okay, would you please? And how old are you?
16.
Okay, walk down just. 16 years old, and this is
My vehicle.
your vehicle.
Dirty. Come get it from this side. Daddy,
What?
get my car.
Okay, well you got to go over there and get by it.
Car, something.
Okay, now where did this car come from? What is this?
It's a BMW.
What year?
Get it close up and sit
What year is it?
in 1974.
1974. And how did you come about this particular automobile?
The guy that worked with you sold it to me during the summer.
Well, where did I guess I probably bought it for you, right?
No, I worked. And I bought it myself.
Well, how long did you have to work? How long did you have to work? 2 or 3 weeks?
No, I worked 2 summers and saved my money since I was 12 years old.
And invested the whole amount
Yes.
into this vehicle.
Yes.
And this is a 19. And how much did it cost? About $2,000. Are you real proud of it?
I'm quite proud of it. Although I don't know how to drive it quite yet. I'm just getting there.
Is anything you'd like to say about your footwear?
I like my new shoes.
Those are new shoes, and is this the very latest style?
I don't know. I just like them, the shoes.
Let's see. In other words, you are the type of person that you do not go by fads,
No.
right? You are your own man. You
No,
wear,
not quite. I go by fast sometimes.
but you mostly wear what you want to wear. Now, in the last movie we saw, I don't think you had these dangling earrings or quite as much makeup. Now, what do you say that accounts for this?
I don't know. I'm older.
Oh, and did I carry you to get your ears pierced?
No.
Well, how did they get pierced?
I snuck around and did it myself.
Oh,
I didn't do it myself, but I got it done.
Are you real proud of it? You enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay, let's go back inside now. Would you like to open the door and let's get a little quick, because someday you may not even have this same car. Well, the windows seem to be a little dark.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's just because it's a cool car.
I see.
What a car.
What a car. And you say it has a pretty good sound system sometimes?
It's got to get... Let come. It has a nice amplifier, as you can see.
Amplifier. What does that do?
It amplifies the music.
Oh, it's interesting.
But my speakers aren't too good. I'm going to have to get some new speakers.
Uh-huh. Seems to be another nice vehicle over there, too.
No, not quite.
See, that's where the Mercedes used to sit, and now then, that's a different vehicle with a, what kind of, scuba diving tag on front. Okay, now let's see. Here's this actress.
Do what?
Well, I thought I saw an actress in here.
She ran like a walrus.
Okay. Now then, on your 16th birthday, you went over to Jennifer's, is that right?
That's correct.
And had a lot of good fun.
That's correct.
Would you care to elaborate on it?
No, I
And what's your most fun thing to do at this point in your life?
don't. I don't do too many things.
You just sit home mostly?
No, not quite.
What kind of grades do you make?
A's and B's, pretty much.
Pretty much A's and B's.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Harkins?
Miss Harkins? Who's the meanest, sorriest, low-down teacher?
Let's see. Mr. Chappelle, I do believe.
Mr. Chappelle?
Yeah.
And who's the principal of the school? Who are all your teachers?
Let's see. First period, I got driver's ed. That's Fred Beverly. Second period, I got geometry. That's Mr. Cagle.
Yeah.
Third period.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look, it's.
I'd like to present you with this cake on the occasion of your 16th birthday.
Third period, I got,
Don't you like your?
yeah, I've already made a fuss over it, remember?
Oh, okay.
Third period, I got English, literature, Miss Wilkerson. I don't like her too much.
Take the camera off.
Fourth period, I got Miss Harkins. She teaches typing. I don't particularly like typing that much, but I like Miss Harkins. And then next period, I got lunch. Next period, I got James Roy. Next period, I got
That'd be Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. Next period, I got biology. That's Mr. Chappelle. I don't like him at all. He's big, fat, black, and ugly.
Now,
And the next
Did you
period,
stick your finger in that
I
cake?
did not.
Somebody stuck their finger in.
Next period, I got Miss Wilkerson Spanish.
I
That's
see.
my whole day.
All right, now, it's one thing we'd like to discuss. Now, in the last film that we saw you had a mighty short dress on.
Well,
Now, what's your opinion about
I was dressed very tacky, and I'm ashamed of myself quite.
that? Okay, but now then you feel like that this outfit you have on will stand the test of time, right?
Well, I don't know. It's just t-shirt and jeans.
I mean, the jeans seem to be a little tight around the ankles.
Tight. Well, around the ankles. Yeah, they are pretty tight. I'm getting pretty sick of that look.
Oh, you mean you think that may be going out?
Yes, I do.
And would you like to go on record as saying that one day you will wear bell-bottom pants?
I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Last time I think we discussed this, you said never would you wear bell-bottom, but now then you say you
I
might.
don't know bell bottoms. I just want normal, pants, not peg leg.
Uh-huh. What's your favorite brand of clothes? You all right, Ruth?
I think I will get out of the wood.
Now, you acting again, Ruth. She went right into the wood box. Well, we're waiting. We were hoping that our son Lee Rozelle would come.
What a cake. You spend a lot of time on this cake, Mama.
No.
It's pretty.
Now, today, Ruth and I went hiking with Jean Rozelle and Cherry, and we went, where's the paddles and stuff at?
They're in mine.
Okay, you got the thing? All right. Well, let's load up. Are y'all getting us now?
Yes.
Can y'all see me pushing the canoe with this rope? Y'all need to come down on the
1990.
Okay, adventure team. We got to turn this around.
Do what?
Here, you go come get that in. You're going to be sure to be in a good place, because a lot of times when you first start off, it's when you slip.
So we want to get that.
We're going to get there.
How much of this is solid ground? me, oh, about 20 minutes to do that. I'm zoomed in.
Last time we did this, we had the dog with us. He kept running to one side and running to the other side. Kept us in the crossing the whole time.
Our kids can say a lot of things about their father, but not that he didn't take them out and do things with them. I can hear Ashley. What, it's been about 30 minutes from the time we,
This says 4:44.
okay, it's been 30 minutes since we parked the truck.
Since we came here, yeah. It's, what, so it's like 35 minutes or so, you know,
Probably.
since we've fooled around getting over
Yeah,
here.
it was about 35 minutes.
About 35 minutes.
How long?
About 35 minutes.
All right. We did good. This is the best time we ever did. Seeing we did it twice.
Nobody looks wet like they'd flipped over anything.
Well, my knees and Ashley's knees a little wet. We had to go under some things. We'll meet y'all at the truck.
Have you looked back?
So that was a good trip.
Huh?
That was a good trip.
It's beautiful.
You need a camera in the boat.
underwater camera.
Well, could I have handled it, the canoeing?
Well, you're gonna have to practice it and read your book.
Beat the style.
We gotta hurry before the sun goes down so y'all can canoe.
Now, let's get that another
I didn't even have it on.
You did.
Okay, I turned it on now. Y'all are through? That's the whirlpool death drain. Just don't, just don't get close to it. That's where the water goes out. Ruth, if you paddle, hit the water. Okay, young lady, could you tell us about this area in here? Now,
When I was a little girl, we cleared off that land yonder way.
you mean it was just a wilderness?
Yeah. And we camped out there while we were clearing it off.
Over on that hill?
Yes.
And that's near?
The Rozelle Chandler graveyard.
Uh-huh.
And when we were camping out, Mama set a fire and it surrounded the tent and it almost burned us all alive.
Yeah.
With the fire.
And we were all over here doing what? Just clearing this up, clearing these old fields. What's the name of this place here? This farm.
Uncle Frank Farm.
This is an Uncle Frank farm. And that during the Depression, my grandmother, Daisy Rozelle, took some of her money that she got from her family, and instead of just squandering it away, she bought this farm. Wasn't that nice? And now then, it's ours. And we built this catfish pond on it, and it dried up, and there's probably not any catfish. It may be some catfish in there, but there are bass and brim, right? Would you say that?
Yeah.
And you are the same girl that last night you were very despondent because your birthday was coming up a few days ago, and the boys, there's just no boys that you could pick to, maybe nobody wanted to.
I was pitiful.
You were pitiful because you didn't have a date on your birthday night. But last night, within 1 hour, the phone rang twice, and 2 Prince Charmings called.
No, not Frank Farm.
Let's see now, one of them's from.
One of them I don't know. He might be. The other one knows his name.
Oh, that's the nice boy that I like.
Yeah, he's sweet.
And what's his name?
Rod Dye.
But he's pretty sweet, I think,
He's real sweet.
and nice.
Real nice.
He's just not mean and bad and black brass knuckles and all that.
Black. I don't want a black boyfriend.
I'm talking about old black jackets and all that kind of stuff.
I don't get a boyfriend by the color of his jacket.
Oh, but what about if he doesn't have an earring?
I've never gone well. I've never gone with anybody who wore earrings.
Sounded like there was a little part of that needs to be brought out at a later date. Wait a minute now. Is this, trick canoeing. Canoeing backwards.
Let's point out my pants.
I got them.
They're cute. Jill gave them to me. You didn't point out that.
And right next door over there is the Big Valley Farm. Right?
Let me film you. Ask you questions.
Okay, and it's going right now. Don't drop it. Put your hand right up in there.
Wait a minute.
You see, look, wait a minute. You got to put this on your shoulder.
Can it hear us now?
If it's got a little R on it, it can hear us.
It's got a R. Just call him Edward. I mashed something over here. I think it was fade. Oh, it does it by itself.
Okay. All right, do I look photogenic?
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
What you want me to ask you?
You said you had questions to ask me.
No, I just wanted to play with the camera. Who is your favorite child?
Oh, you're getting a little close. Look across over there where the Dysons are burning off the woods.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Let's
and
get
make
back.
sure you get the truck too.
No, it doesn't seem very clear to me though. I mean, oh yeah, I see it now. All right, Daddy. You didn't seem to answer that question. Who is your
You getting this right
favorite
here?
child? What?
It looks like you're shooting right.
Okay.
My favorite. I have two favorite children.
No. Your favorite child.
I have two that I divide my love equally between.
Yeah, right.
And
All right, let's put it this way. Which child do you give the most money to?
the one in the most need.
Mm-hmm.
My children make their own money.
I don't even have a job. I'm just a loner.
Do you make a very funny face? Huh?
I can't say.
If y'all had enough, y'all just did an excellent job. Hey, quit, Ashley.
Daddy's scratching his back.
This is the first day on the bus that my back got sweaty, so it means springtime is truly here.
No, that's not.
January, February, this is March.
Soon we'll be at the beach.
The 27th.
Soon we'll be at the beach and I'll be happy again.
I mean, you're happier at the beach than you are here.
Why, yes.
I mean, you think life is more pleasant on the coast than it is in the mountains at this particular point in your life?
Yes. Well, no, I'm happy here. I don't know. Daddy, I'm having to run with it. Dun, dun. All right, let's go get a close-up of this. Y'all wait till I get up there. I'm trying. I am too.
We spent a long time before we put the R on. Yep.
We forget everything. Okay.
Good job, Ruth.
Get the camera off of the scar nose.
Miss Hannah, friend of the family.
All right, you got your earring? Hey, where are you going with it?
Ha! Miss Hannah to the rescue. Good job, team.
You think silly when you get out running the records like that out there.
Yes.
Death awaits around every curve.
I don't know how.
The gray button by your thumb.
Wait, let me get a close-up of Mama. Mama. Hey, What you doing?
Getting in the truck.
Gray button.
By your thumb on the camera. By your thumb.
This is my thumb.
Your thumb. Thumb's not where everybody else's is.
Okay, along with that, we're gonna need that.
What are you doing? Lady,
Yes,
what are you doing?
I'm trying to help this child get his clothes together.
Let me put my Abdul on first.
So we are having pretty good fun about this.
Fun.
Let me put my Abdul on before I start talking.
I notice we have some balloons here. USA balloons, red, white, and blue. From the Pattersons to Lee Rozelle. Ashley, you may want to do some of this filming. We're watching, this is the last full day before Lee takes off and goes to Saudi Arabia.
On my shoulder.
Okay. Okay, now this is the way you normally dress if you're going to Saudi Arabia. You, is this, you've learned a new Muslim? This boy has already converted, and he hadn't even been over there. Any. Let's go out by your vehicle, Lee.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Ashley.
Maybe I can use it better.
Now, why do you put that on, that hat?
What hat? My turbines?
Uh-huh.
Keep the sand out of my hair.
Oh, okay.
Might want to pan in on the hair there, too.
Now, what's your itinerary? Just go over it quickly. It's November the 18th. Uh-huh.
What I'm going to do is tomorrow morning get up at 6:30. At 8:30 get on a bus or a truck or something and go to Fort Benning, Georgia for about a week. Train, get in the gas chamber, whatever they make us do, which is going to be crappy.
PT.
PT every morning at 400. And then after that week, I'm going to get on this big plane and go to Saudi Arabia or Turkey, most likely Saudi Arabia, somewhere in the desert, and set up a hospital.
I see.
That's what we're going to do.
And you'll have a certain amount of help in doing this too, I hope.
Basically, what I am is a cook, so most likely be setting up an oven or something like that.
I see.
Walk around behind Bob Ford, making head count sheets and stuff like that, which is my job.
Okay, let's look at it now. You just left Mobile.
Right.
And this last few weeks have been a little turmoil for you. You're trying to get out of school. I'm supposed to fall down on this cross.
Today, what's the day, Ashley? No date.
Sunday.
I took my finals. I got the call on Tuesday. All right. Studied for my finals on Wednesday. Took my finals on Thursday. Thursday night, I came up here, and Friday started going to drill and getting shots and everything. Got 2 shots in the butt yesterday. That hurts.
Well, let's see. Do you think you'll make pretty good grades on your?
I know what I'm gonna make in economics is a D. I already know.
All right, now
that.
you do. You usually make that kind of grade.
No, I don't.
All right, now what? You got to start off on the wrong foot somehow, kids. Anyway, would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, I would like to elaborate on that. Moved down to Mobile, and
So you're going to the? Yeah. Excuse me. Let me get set up.
I'm gonna tell the whole story.
Okay.
Get it out in the open. Get it through with.
Okay. Now, Lee, keep in mind that someday somebody's going to see this. Some lady is going to watch this and say, "Well, I want to know who the hell this is."
This will be a good one.
Okay.
Here I am, a young fella, trying to make my way. Thought I was in love with a girl. She left me 2 times. One time she left me twice.
I ain't got my harmonica.
Broke my old heart. I was a natural born fool for that one. And now here I am, going off to the war. And I want you to pan around and see if you see her anywhere. I want you to look that way and that way.
Okay, Lisa?
Where you at?
Lisa?
You can go that way too, Daddy.
Lisa? Maybe she's in that truck.
I
No?
think she went to a fraternity party.
Oh, well.
You see this? You see her? That's the way it's gonna be. That's the way it is. Last night I sat up, just thought about it, shed a little tear, thought about it, and I decided that whoever this woman is, I'm gonna find wherever you are. It's gonna be a good one. I ain't gonna fool with that mess no more.
I'll give that a.
I want you to see.
Let me get Ashley. Ashley, what do you say? Does it sound good to you? Ashley said somebody she would like to kill that other person. Hey, boy. We filming this boy getting ready to go to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's it. This ain't no good because I'm right in the sun.
Okay.
I see it's got Saudi Arabia or bust.
Misspelled, of course. Now you might want to pan in on this one.
Yeah. Wait, here's that. Hubbard for governor, National Guard. Okay. You doing good? You see anything down there this morning?
Not yet.
Abdul and me. Okay. Well, let me turn. Okay, here we are that same day. It's just a little bit later.
Sun's going down.
The sun's going down and
My minutes are numbered. I
Leroy-
put this black tape here because when I was in basic training, I walked on about a 15-mile road march, and this little jewel right here punctured my back, and it's still, you know, an old army one. Anyway, I want to show you a few tricks
this is for your grandchildren.
for my grandkids, future ladies that might be impressed.
Sterling, you're going to see it rolls up basically our hams for.
Let me see. What else?
All right, that person in the camera now is Sterling,
I don't like being on camera.
a friend of Ashley's. That's the mother down there.
I just want to show a few of these little items here. Ammo pouch, field medical pack, canteen, poncho for when it starts raining out there.
Every 6 years.
Every
Go
monsoon
through
season.
the whole thing, Eddie, where he's going, what he's going to do.
Last
We've
night.
already been through where he's going and what he's going to do.
Anything else you want to say?
I don't know. Anything else you'd like to say to posterity?
Posterity, no.
Virgil had a mew. Now, what was that, Virgil? That's prosperity, wasn't
That was number 7 there.
it? Okay, so basically what we've been doing is putting things in backpacks. You got, how many backpacks you got?
I got this backpack and a bag, B bag. This one goes straight to Saudi Arabia. Show you some of the things I got.
All right, now what would a man carry to Saudi Arabia?
This is for amusement.
Yeah.
For amusement.
Amusement. I think they're going to send
I've got all
Vincent.
my favorite paperbacks there, and
Oh, yeah, that's the Rozelle favorite. Would you read the title of that?
The Adventures of the Negro Cowboy.
Okay, we try not to go anywhere without that.
I've got this Travel Size Connect 4. I know it's going to be special. Let me see what else.
Sally Chapman sent Vincent a blow-up doll with all orifices.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Did he ever get it?
I don't think so.
I doubt it. That takes all the fun out of it. Swimsuit for just in case I get to go swimming in the Persian Gulf.
Uh-huh. That looks really familiar, that swimsuit.
I got my dominoes, a few little items like this right here, like a good soldier keeps. This.
Where's your little Bible?
My little Gideon's Bible.
Like the one you got when you were in the 5th grade.
I don't even know where it's at. Probably in one of my books somewhere, probably in here.
You better find it. You're probably looking for it in a few
Like I
weeks.
said before, I'll be tending to find the good Lord when I get out there by myself. Here it is.
Okay.
Cakes, deck of cards.
Got your Bible, your deck of cards, and your dice all right there together, I see.
Envelopes. I just like to say, pretty excited about this venture. There's two things that bother me about it. The length of time, 180 days, which seems a little bit too long for a little fella like myself. And the fact that it's a war. Other than that, I feel pretty peachy about it.
Yeah, just that war
Yeah.
part. I can relate to that.
Violence, yeah. Not much for that.
Well, now we're gonna take this same movie camera tomorrow, and
Oh Lord, you don't want to do that.
you don't want
The blubber-a-thon.
to. Okay. All right, Ashley Rozelle, comment. What are your thoughts? I noticed today that who would have believed it a year ago if Lid'd say, Ashley, go get me some water, and you just run, get water.
I'm basically his slave.
Ashley, would you do this for me? Yeah, yes, sir. Just run, do it. You know, things that we never would have dreamed that would have happened. What, do you think you'll probably be missing Lee, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
She sounds pretty convincing.
Okay, the woman in the background.
Instead of alone.
Okay, she said just leave her alone.
She's feeling a little emotional parenthood.
She just gave a big wide-angle view there. I don't know if that was a commentary or what.
Not anything much wide on her anymore.
Notice Sterling has tuberculosis or something.
Yes, very.
Get a picture of the dog, Eddie.
Oh yeah, my dog.
Okay, go ahead. Dog.
Okay, we're pretty excited about Lee going over there, but mostly what we're interested in is growing up, and the dog looks a little out of focus.
You know how to focus?
Look at him.
Okay, this is Nancy,
No, it's not. That's
sometimes known as Cujo.
No.
Toby,
Yeah.
Toby Earl.
Right.
Toby Earl. Earl.
Or
She's genuine 100%.
Dog.
come here.
Shih Tzu.
How'd you say that? Say it again.
Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu.
Well,
I put too many T's in it, and it's very embarrassing.
Shih Tzu.
Now that's the way he does it real nice.
Uh-huh. I always kind of choke when I have to say it.
Fleas and worms and ticks and
Look, are these ready?
lice and female organs.
Now Lee realized he's on being filmed because that tongue's not out. Usually, most Rozelles, when performing a physical act, the tongue protrudes from the lips, and
To compensate for lack of natural ability.
I believe we're operating in a low light level here.
They gotta get brown enough.
Get them out. Get them fed. Put them to bed.
This is the next morning.
Yeah.
Do you have a pretty jolly night knowing that you're going to get up in the morning and...
Well, actually, I slept real good till about 5 o'clock, you know.
Well, that's kind of normal.
Slept pretty normal and got up. Freaking.
Well, what you've got to look forward to is going to Fort Benning and having lunch.
Fort Benning. I'd rather go to war right now than go to Fort Benning for a week. For obvious reasons.
And what are those obvious reasons?
Put us in a gas chamber, holler at us, make us do push-ups.
How many push-ups can you
holler
do?
at us. What?
How many push-ups can you do?
I probably can't get over about 23 at this point.
23.
Yeah. Last time I took the PT test, I did 80. Last time I took a PT test, I got 80 push-ups.
I don't think
That's
I've
the
ever done.
last time.
I don't think I've ever done 80
I
push-ups.
swear I surprised the fool out of myself. I did better.
How many days do you have to do 80?
2 minutes. People can do 100 and all that, 105 and all that. Now I can't do but about 11.
How about one of these donuts?
Yes.
You gonna call just as soon as you,
Find out when I can.
if we can come see you,
Right.
which we assume we can, and where your location is. And Ruth, when we go, we're supposed to carry him a pair of pants and a shirt.
Yeah. Something to wear when I get out at Fort Benning.
Let's look at your things on your sleeve and all that stuff. Try to see what's on. Wait a minute, let me get focused here.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Rank. Is that your hat with your name on it?
Yeah. So I'm reading the real Army. I better do it right.
That's the way they do it in the real Army, huh?
Yeah.
And let's see what's on this sleeve over here.
Nothing much, just a COSCOM.
That's just a regular old, every Alabama national. That means you in the Alabama National
No,
Guard.
that means I'm in COSCOM.
What's that?
That's just a part of, there's a lot of different things.
That's the same thing I had, isn't it, Rick?
You were in COSCOM then.
Uh-huh. What? I didn't know what I was in. What is COSCOM?
It's just a bunch of support and just different things. There's a lot of other different branches in there too.
Oh boy. Okay.
Well, here it is. Christmas 1995. And there's the one that made it all possible.
Oh, gee.
She's been washing windows for a month now. She's been cooking.
Yeah, I've been real jolly too.
Yep, very little cussing.
Just when I put up the Christmas tree.
When she put up, how many times did you put up the Christmas tree?
I think it was 3 before it actually stood up.
Yeah, the Christmas tree, she got 3 Christmas trees and tied them together, continued the old Rozelle tradition, and finally made one beautiful tree. We're going to go look at it in just a minute.
Yes, you'll see.
Now, what did you cook for Christmas dinner for the people that are coming?
Well, I'm baking a ham,
Yeah,
and I have a turkey breast
yeah.
that I'm going to put stuffing, not dressing, stuffing. Inside this.
Because we do have Yankees in the house.
Well, we won't call any names, but Terrence is here, and in honor of that, we're going to try stuffing.
I see.
Also, well, we have dressing too. We have chicken and dressing.
Well, who will sleep in this bed tonight?
Papa will sleep there probably, and Mary Jane will sleep
Uh-huh.
here. It's not a fine bed, but it's comfortable.
Yeah. It suits our needs.
You didn't finish hearing my menu.
Oh, keep talking.
Okay.
There's my new ham.
I had ham and turkey and stuffing and chicken and dressing, and asparagus casserole, collards. We'll have cornbread. We'll have, Margie mentioned rolls. I don't know if she's going to bring rolls or not. She may or may not be really good if she does, but if she doesn't, that'll be fine too. We have pecan pies that Corky made, and I'm going to make a sweet potato pie because Papa likes sweet potato pie, but I don't know how to make a sweet potato pie, so we'll just see.
And you're
how that
making
turns out.
collard greens because that's what Mama used to have, right?
Right.
Okay,
And-
thank you. Bye. Keep talking.
I guess that's all. I don't know what the children are making. They're
Well, let's just go see. There's the Christmas tree that we discussed. Watching Papa on TV. Okay, people are getting panicky because they think the camera may be coming. Okay. There's Terrence. That's what Ashley brought up. That's what Lee brought up. Just ran off into the room. We've got her cornered though. There's no getting out of it. What's your name, young lady?
Jennifer.
Okay. Any last names?
Hell.
Same to you. Okay. And there's that fine specimen. Now what are you doing, son?
I'm making a little spinach dip for Christmas, and if you'll look right here, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in it, but if you'd like to try some a little bit later on, Dad, I'll save a little special.
I'll save a little place in
for
my
you.
stomach for that. Look at, oh.
Carcass.
Mm.
If you look in here, something equally appetizing. Rotten
That's the-
sausage.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Your mama just put everything we had. Where are you from, little girl?
That's pretty good.
Mobile.
Oh, wait, hold on. Camera my pie.
She loves this. She's been looking forward to it. Oh,
I just made this myself, all by myself.
good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the camera can catch
all
the
its
vivid
glory.
colors involved in that. What do you call that?
That is something we just created today. That's cheese pie with spinach dip. That one over there is for before when Papa and them come.
Yeah.
I made this one special.
We're going to enjoy that after Papa gets here.
Yes.
That's part of the official Christmas dinner. Have you seen anything different in this traditional Southern cooking than you would find maybe at your mother's house there in Fairhope?
I would say it's identical.
Identical. It's about the same old stuff. Yep. Okay. See if we can find Ash. Yeah.
Comes with the damn camera. Here it comes with the camera.
You find yourself alone a lot when you have a camera. Being a cameraman is a lonely life.
Here's a hour 8.
Wrapping last minute gifts.
Now we're getting Daddy. Right there he is. Getting him this. Picture of Calvin McGee. Let's see if we can catch that daughter. Here's our precious daughter. What have you been doing?
Working on my hair.
Where do you go to school?
Auburn.
Did you make any good grades?
Yeah, I got 2 B's and an A.
And what was that hard class?
Organic chemistry.
Okay. Where's Lee? We need to get his. I think I see. There's a little camera shy person. She's playing. Jennifer does a lot of acting because she's trying to act like she don't see the camera.
Looking out the window.
Look at that. I was just over here hiding in the corner.
Jennifer.
I caught her in the pantry last time. Lee?
Yes, sir.
How'd you do this time? Where do you go to school, son?
I go to Mississippi,
Mississippi school?
Southern Mississippi.
Did you make any grades?
Well, I know that in my Hawthorne Melville class that I did make an A-.
An A-.
Yes, and it was very challenging to say the least. I worked up at least 2 weeks, day and night. My, had intestines were giving me trouble there for a little while. I got a big, festering hive right here on my lip.
Oh no. Well, what about you, little girl? Where do you go to school?
I go to the University of South Alabama.
We have at least 3 schools, I think 4, but one of the participants is hiding back there, Terrence.
Yes, I believe Terrence and I represent, Mobile.
I see.
I think is what they do.
Did you make any grades this time?
I made grades, yes, I made grades. Let's not talk about my grades. No, I made
an A?
I made an A, 2 B's, and something else.
But you took 4 classes.
And she has 4 jobs.
I have 2 jobs.
Where do you work?
I work at, well, speaking of my work, I work at,
this is the subject she loves.
at the Environmental Studies Center in Nuclears.
Tell him about the crow.
No, there's not a story. We had to put a crow to sleep.
Oh my God. At Christmas? Was it any type of religious significance to that, or?
It was not a sacrifice. It was just hurt.
Do you want to go outside and cut your hair?
Okay, well, I have to go now.
Well, wait, tell me about your other job.
It was horrible. I hate it, and I worked there.
She works at a health food store.
You feed health food to people who really need it.
To myself, and I don't know anything about any of the stuff we sell.
You made lasagna?
I've made food.
How long have you 2 people dated here on?
All the time. Long time.
This is 1995.
I guess when you got out of junior high, that's when I
Last
picked her
year.
up. Yeah. That's when I picked her up.
How long really? I don't know.
A few years.
Almost, about 2 years almost.
2 years.
Yeah, on her birthday a few years ago, we went
My
out.
18th birthday.
We went out, and then we just kept on going out. We didn't go out with anybody.
Weren't you sort of an old man to be going out with a little 18-year-old
Yes, it was.
girl?
She was 19
Parents
and
tried to
I
have him
was
arrested.
23. I was 24, 5, something like that. She was a teenager.
Physically.
Yeah.
Chronologically, Lee was older.
I'm 87, she'll be 82. What's the word?
Yeah. Could you, at any time during y'all's dating, could you say that Lee maybe has been a horse's ass?
Many times.
How about all the way up here?
Yeah, God. tried, yes.
Does he?
I'll tell you how I if we want to get into this.
No, that's not.
I'll tell her how I lured her in, how I got her.
How did you capture that sweet thing?
I was in an environmental club, and I met her out in the hall and was telling her a story, and I told her what happened when I fixed my TV. My TV was having all kind of problems and everything. It wouldn't go right, so I went and got a fuse, and he said to put in this kind of fuse, but you know, I went and found a real big fuse, and I got in there and put it in there, and then all of a sudden this purple frothy stuff started coming out of the TV, and it started smoking. I listened, I heard Lamont and all that, and that fumes got in my face and everything, and I just I didn't know what happened. I woke up. It was 2 days later. I had my pants down and a pair of white tap shoes. I mean, so that's when I told her that story.
And she stayed anyway.
Once she heard that, she was lured by your knowledge of technology.
See?
Let's go see who's playing the piano.
Now Rozelle.
We may have to sneak in. As far as we know, nobody's ever really been able to play that piano. Keep rolling.
That's really good.
No, nobody can play that piano. It hadn't been tuned in 40 years.
Another one that can't play.
No, old Uncle Albert Lee, he can play 2 or 3 little songs, but
You can run, but you can't hide.
Y'all across the street?
yeah. Okay. Well, it seems like Ashley could at least come in here and stand by you when we're making you perform like that. Okay. We'll turn this thing off.
At the grand offer or something.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's go up and see what those bedrooms look like. We tried to kind of dig out a little bit because everybody was coming for Christmas, and you can see what good it did. I think we could have left it just like it was. Lee's room. Okay, now here it is. It's Christmas Eve. We're waiting for Papa. We've cooked all kind of stuff. Everybody's had a few beers now.
Quit cooking.
It's supper time.
Pretend.
We're not gonna act like we're gonna cook.
Pretend, yeah. So
It's supper time.
Act like I'm eating this.
People are cooking, drinking beer, listening to Mr. Moody. Corky and I just got back from New Orleans, seeing him, all excited. It was a religious experience. Ashley went away.
What you cooking, Jim?
I'm cooking some tortilla soup.
How'd you make it? Go with it, Jim.
Okay.
We can eat now.
Somewhat ready.
Jennifer thinks that she doesn't look just right on camera. Lee, on the other hand, thinks he's perfected the persona necessary to go to Hollywood. Terrence, he just don't say much. Here's old George Washington.
Hey, Dad, you want me to tell you how I got her?
Again.
One more time. Dad, you want to come on over and maybe check the chicken pot pie?
Uh-oh, it is time.
smelling the cooking in here.
Okay.
Come on. Got a chicken pot. Do you have the oven on? That's what I want to know. Kind of white and pasty.
You know what, Ruth? I think it's too low. It needs to go, the rack needs to be raised up. It's going to be cooked on the bottom and not on the top.
Well, I have
The crisis here.
We're recording this crisis as it happens. Okay. Hey, watch it. Well, do we need to raise the rack up? What do you, Jennifer, do you have any comments? I mean, anything, any suggestions? The chicken pie fiasco?
Well,
We got to take everything out
just put it on
and
the
raise the
wall.
rack. No, we got to take everything out and raise the rack.
Mama.
Lee, you're the professional cook.
Mama.
United States government spent thousands of dollars training you how to overcome these problems.
All right.
All right, here he goes, ladies. He is putting on his mittens, asbestos.
Probably already done.
Lee made that pie himself. Okay.
And it's like not happy.
Here's one with a film on it.
It's like my face is too big. Yep.
Boy, these action-packed family movies.
Ah, damn thing. How do you work it?
Over there, she's got this.
Hey!
I think you have to go in, all the way to the back.
Listen, y'all trying to kill me. Ah!
Boy, this is exciting. All right, put them back in.
Going bald, I'm sorry.
Smells good.
Chicken
Chicken pies, waiting the arrival of Papa.
And it's like I want it to be long, but when it gets long, what's it stick to my face?
John Moody in the background.
Jen, your soup is like frying at the bottom.
Okay, here it is.
Oh, good.
Right on the scene.
Okay. Why does it keep doing that?
It's small gas.
I don't know, Jim. What's
Explode.
going on?
I mean, we're gonna turn this off now and let it kind of.
I don't know.
Remove the children.
Hold the dog. You always get attention.
Boy, I tell you what, how much excitement can one family have?
You just wait till Papa gets here and you'll see.
Well, we sit and look and go,
What do you do?
I mean, I love my pop.
Some people say waiting for grandma and grandpa. Remember that? Set right there, looking out for
Wrote a little poem.
probably 8 years ago. Wrote that special poem, waiting for grandma and grandpa.
I've forgotten that poem. Where is it?
Y'all got him somewhere. At first it was Grandpa and Jane, but they didn't say it.
Boy knows your name.
So I asked
Now the way you loving is alone under the shame, and I'm the man.
Turn it off now, Dad.
okay,
Turn
you know.
Big time, man.
Please, Benny, please.
Your grandchildren gonna really love this, Ashley.
Cool deep, actually, by the conversation. How about that wrist right there?
Miss Rozelle?
You can get a close up of that.
Yeah.
Seem like you suffered a wound.
Characteristics.
What's happened?
What happened there? My God, that looks like the bite of a mad dog.
I was asleep. Cranky goon woke up. That's what beastie for me.
Oh my
No,
God.
I was sleeping, trying to sleep.
And he said, want something to drink?
And he said, get up, get up, get up. And I went,
So you bit him, Ashley.
please.
You know that about human saliva?
Oh, okay. Oh, then you can shred some. Let's get
Cord.
Yeah, that's okay. There's Daddy. We hadn't seen him. Let's torture him for a while. What you doing, Dad?
I'm just in. You got a good mouth. Thank you.
What are you doing, Daddy? Huh? What's that you doing? Making any grapes? What have you been doing lately?
I don't go to school anymore.
About retirement. That's retirement.
Do you like retirement, Daddy?
He's leaving.
What do you do now that you're retired, Kitty?
I didn't know that light was shining.
It hurts.
Now he's got to get that pruny look like he's in front of the camera.
Well, tell us about retirement.
It's been loads of fun so far.
What have you done?
I've traveled,
Where'd you
been
travel?
selling socks,
Work with the Red Cross.
worked with the Red Cross, yeah.
Almost gone to Mexico about 8 times.
Aren't you doing that next month?
Going to Mexico after Christmas.
What's your plan? Where are you gonna go in Mexico?
I hope to go to Tuxpan. Can you back up just a little bit? I mean, yeah, if you got a big close-up right here.
You can push that button there and he'll think you're not close up in his face. But actually, you will.
How do you make it go back and go forward?
Right here. Right here. So you got your hand there. You need your hand in the other hand. Right hand. Down,
There you go,
up,
dog.
up through here.
You better get some Velcro.
Alright.
Are you recording this moment?
Yeah,
You still say recording?
yeah.
Alright, now that goes in and that goes back. Actually, you're a klutz. And you go right up somebody's nose if you're not careful.
What's she got to say about it, Terrence?
Turn it off, Ashley.
Show her your bite again.
Let's see that bite. Mmm.
Hey, get my Christmas
that
cards
one.
on there.
Wait a minute, where's that sweet dog? What's she scratching now?
She's scratching mine.
What you got to say about it, Mama?
She's been singing and dancing.
Why don't you, please, Mama, just show us that little dance you did earlier.
Hot almighty.
Will you please?
These dogs just went on heightened alert.
Come on, just one little sample of what you're
The
doing.
right music.
Is Papa Claus coming?
This music ain't good?
Yes, it's not the right music.
Okay. Well, how do
Boy, damn it.
I cut this
I
off?
don't dance for fun.
Alright, that's the little red button with your right hand. You take it, eh?
Hour and 15, or did you guys do it in 45?
Hour and 15.
From Montgomery to here, are you talking? It takes us an hour and a half.
Yeah, I never have been able to make it in an hour, but right as well. No, I guess Axel makes it in an hour.
This generally gets stopped too.
No,
Wait a minute, you got stopped?
no,
No.
Who got stopped?
Nobody.
Oh,
I'm just stopping.
Yeah.
Don't tell Papa. Is that what?
no, I don't get stopped.
We won't tell Papa. We'll get around at Papa until he finds out, and then.
Well, people die almost up here before, they never let me know until after it's all over. Albert Lee went to the hospital 2 or 3 days. What's wrong with it?
He's well.
Oh, I know. What's wrong with it?
They never knew.
Nobody knew. I don't know.
He didn't know?
He didn't
You
know.
might
They
need to
thought it
diagnose
was
him
his teeth
yourself.
for some reason.
Huh?
They thought it was his teeth for a long time that was making him have fever.
He had an abscess
His nostril.
tooth, and his fever was up,
I don't
and
know what's wrong with
they really didn't find anything
him.
definite.
And Margie was down there sort of having a fit and y'all all went down.
Is this your handkerchief I found in the
You
middle of the
mean?
bathroom floor?
Yeah, I got several.
Sounds like these is good to have a spare.
Each one is a little bit damp.
Poor little fella.
It's like me.
You always get those damn colds every year.
Yeah.
Jennifer's had 2 this year already.
Oh, Lord.
Well, do you drink orange juice every day or what?
He's supposed to be taking vitamin C, and he'll take it 2 or 3 days and then quit.
Didn't we get some vitamin C?
Yeah, yeah.
If you get up in the morning and put you on some slippers,
Yeah.
and don't just go out, like your naked feet, and put something over your shoulders.
Yeah.
What about the germs?
Yeah, don't be yeah, people come in.
He's at the hospital. Well,
I've noticed when Lee comes to the house, he sleeps in the bottom of my pajamas, and I sleep in the top of them. So we get pretty good use out of it. But I'll be darned, I don't want anything around my down in here. You want your little shoulders covered up. I mean, you want your down
For some reason, I don't know. Maybe not as proud as you are.
In case the house catches on fire, probably.
The house catches on fire, he's running down through there with his top on, no bottoms. Well, I don't know how she did it. She was flying up here.
Everybody's been telling me that, but I'm gonna listen to you.
She was.
Bill Rozelle on the front page of the Daily Home.
I got Lee.
Did you get one of those?
Yeah, Lee, go look in the that old green thing between the chairs and that newspaper. Bring that to Daddy.
Okay.
You wouldn't think he's 100 years up, a bunch of them, where they, do it in every town.
Yeah.
Drink coffee. And now they're going to McDonald's. T-Bowls.
I didn't know you meant shake hands.
Oh yeah, it was T-Bowls.
She needs one, Marcia.
That's a good picture.
Big. I mean, she will not, she said she doesn't have a big birthday.
Little his birthday, so having his birthday on his husband's birthday, he was driving McDonald's out in both morning. Well, but can I get?
You can have that.
You may not can really have it.
Yeah.
I always will hold it against Eugene. Little old Gene that wanted, what was he gonna do? Took my picture and gonna get it laminated or something, and never did get it back.
But Gene got the right idea. It just he ain't so busy.
He ain't so busy.
I mean, he is so busy. It's hard for him to get everything.
Well, this is 6, 7 years ago.
He'll get around to it.
If you notice, the king of pork's gonna retire. I mean, headline.
I served the legislature. He's a fine fella.
You got to hit a lot. Paper rattling.
In that particular legislature,
with my little
Bill
dog, you
Babel
couldn't lay on paper without her
became
coming to something.
congressman.
We saw her on the film.
Nichols
They used to be my favorite candy.
They're not as good as
know
they
we
used to
had
be.
her on
He went to Supreme
have
Court. And Bo Talbot went
We
to
were
Supreme
watching the
Court.
old films. And we had the prettiest picture of Little Princess.
I wish I could see
It
it.
didn't last long,
Al
worry.
Grove came
Well,
up.
we need to find that, Ruth.
That was an outstanding.
I
good
forget where we were.
That was in your play.
Just have her
You get the little jealous?
And Tyson went on to the criminal court.
She's the one that's jealous.
He got promoted from governor to criminal court.
She's more cocoa color.
Let's see.
This one's black.
I think I had the best time of any of them around the wheel.
Come on, keep coming.
You coming? You mean?
Go hide behind the television set.
Yeah.
She's ashamed of that camera for some reason. She doesn't like a.
What camera?
The
You don't.
I'm going luau this Christmas.
Lee's not wearing. He's not wearing his shoes. He's gonna get sick like Daddy.
You don't have your light on, Dad.
I like that better. I guess that one.
Come on.
I feel
stay out of it.
I look through you have a picture too.
That light blinds you.
I hate those stuff.
She showed folks that don't root that. Watch out, Mary Jane, he's coming around. Slowly approaching.
I have real things.
Lord have mercy.
Now you want me to miss you, Daddy, because of your shirt, or just kind of go up and get your head?
Well,
there you go.
my hair. You can miss a lot of me today.
Let's see, what did you enjoy most about your Christmas dinner?
I enjoyed the biscuits and that pepper stuff and the ham, and I enjoyed the dressing and Lee's potato pie, and I enjoyed the turnip greens. This is a talkie.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the collard greens and Mexican cornbread and knife and fork, spoon, salt, pepper, all that stuff, and Marge's new macaroni and cheese.
Now, Emily, do you have any comment about the macaroni and cheese?
I didn't, I tested it out last night. It just didn't meet my standard.
I see.
I used a lot of cheese in there, you know. And I had to
no bell peppers.
Take out peppers and doodads, you know.
I will say I got a bake.
I did too.
A bake. You picking people off the floor?
Yeah. I guess Ashley's in there washing dishes. No?
No, but that's a good suggestion.
Now when y'all...
What are you doing?
I've got this tape recorder.
Uh-oh. Is that Mark?
Ashley, what's in that glass?
Get out of here.
Margie, I've already got about 10 minutes of you a while ago when you were playing with a dog.
It goes right in the...
What's in that glass, Ashley?
I didn't even notice.
The senators didn't even know that they wasn't on the up and up. They used them. And you can get to the Gulf of Mexico in 6 hours.
That's you, Terrence.
Can I get to the Gulf?
Yeah.
6, no. 3.5.
3.5?
Yeah, that's tops.
Where is your plane?
Ashley's changing the oil on it right now.
Oh.
It's got wings on it.
Is it one-seater? I mean,
That's 2. I can fit 2 in.
there's a lot of people come up this way in an airship and don't know about these mountains. And there's been more wrecks.
Yeah.
They just plow right into the mountain.
I'll get a little slower here, but I'll hit it on the interstate.
Well, they're going to be snagging them today.
Yeah, but it's Christmas. I can't give you a ticket.
See, that would be heartless.
That fast Buick. Let's go.
That's right. That'd be heartless. They wouldn't do that to me. I've been pulled over on Christmas and let go. I don't think they'll give me a ticket. I got time to go slow. Yeah, I gotta get my stuff ready.
Do you go through Goodwater or do you go through Silicaga to get to Montgomery? Or do you go and don't know how you go?
All of the above.
Yeah, all of the above.
He goes through Silicaga, then he goes through
Took a
Lime.
left at Goodwater.
Then
On
Lime.
that back
Yeah,
road.
then Goodwater, and then back to Silicaga.
Well, that's the best
Then
way.
Weetonka.
And then just follow Highway 9 to...
Right, and follow Highway 9 to Weetonka, then go to Birmingham, land in Montgomery.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
And then go to Birmingham.
No, go down to wherever I'm from. Eastern Shore. Yeah, I'm time for my brothers.
You reckon you'll be hungry when you get there?
Sure will.
want to carry a little something with you there? You want some of
Those collards.
grits or collards or something?
I'm gonna make some coffee.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna stay awake. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. It's a little warmer down there too. Looking forward to that.
It ain't too much warmer down there.
No, it's not. It was when I left. It wasn't too bad.
And that boy, it's cold as heck. When did I come up here? Yesterday? I got, well, that's what reason I got all this cold. It was cold. Running to the bank, running to the cleaners, running to so-and-so, running so-and-so. I don't believe it was a flu shot that I got yesterday. Sometimes they say that brings it up.
You mean you were feeling pretty good until yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling very good.
Are you ready for some orange juice and a couple of aspirin?
Yeah, I thought Lee could get
Leroy?
That's my cue.
Leroy. Does Virgil still call him Leroy?
I don't know what Virgil called him.
We don't see Virgil as much.
I thought Virgil.
He works up at Cheehaw. He has just quit working at Cheehaw.
But didn't he come down to a wedding?
Yeah.
Love's wedding?
Good.
Good wedding?
Yeah.
Did you go?
No. I don't go to functions.
Function?
I take after my Uncle Albert Lee. I just don't go to a function.
Albert Lee don't go to function?
Not unless he just gets captured. But now Albert Lee goes to church.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I think I'm on.
There's not too many people up there.
They ever call on you or anything, Albert Lee?
No, they know better.
That'd be the last.
Clara Woods, you ought to hear her sing. You've probably seen them in pictures, you know, old pictures. But she is just off key. But she's real loud.
she makes up for being off key by volume.
And there is
Virgil's solo.
Virgil's wife. She sings in a highfalutin type of way that
Let's see. Now, where's his ass?
it's kind of hard for them to blend in together.
They sing together?
And they're probably the only two or the main two singing.
Yeah.
And be careful what you say on tape.
Yeah. Well, Clara probably won't ever get to see this, and that was
no eyes on.
and you're bragging on Althea, so
Yeah.
Are you taping there?
just getting up, a little bit of it. I wish I had got that about when you were telling about when you first got to Washington and you were living where you didn't have enough money to get a room. I couldn't hear that. What did you say about that?
I don't think I've
Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
First got to Washington, didn't have money to get a room.
About Hugo Black's office?
Oh, that was after I've been working there for a while.
Can you open it?
What happened?
It's childproof.
When I get me some aspirin and juice and this thing, I'll tell you what happened.
Does Papa need medicine? 2? Now, here you go, Papa.
Ain't it gonna be time for me to take that stuff in my car?
If you want to, yeah. Here.
Well,
Did y'all find him?
Yeah.
Found the aspirin?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He looks like
You don't
a
have to take
music
it off.
composer. I think that dude
I thought
kind
it looked like Albert Einstein.
of Albert Einstein or Mozart or somebody. All right, I'm gonna get in here.
oh, you see,
You'll either cure him or kill him.
every senator majority, that is, the Democrats were in power, he had passionate jobs like elevator operator and
You have to come up to it.
Hey, wait, it's Jenny.
council policeman, Senate doorman, post office, and as you know, I came up there in 1933 as an elevator operator.
Yeah.
I didn't know what my job would be. And you came up there later on and you ran an elevator. And later on you was a captain policeman when Senator Bankhead died and Governor Graves appointed Dixie Graves, his wife, to serve out Bankhead's unexpired term, and later on you worked in the Senate office building, Albert Lee.
Well, I want you to tell.
That was under Senator Hill.
Senator Hill.
Well, just tell me about that being in the.
And while I was working for Uncle Hugo, during the summer months, I noticed that several of the elevator operators, captain policemen, just moved into the senator's office, while the main office was down in the state. In this instance, Uncle Hugo's main office in Birmingham. And when Hill was senator, his main office in Montgomery, but in any event, I left my boarding house and I accumulated contacts, and I just brought my suitcase up to the senator's room, in the main room, on that nice leather couch, and with some blankets, and that's where I slept. And then I could go and take a shower down at the captain policeman's shower room. And for eats, I could pick up my food most anywhere, but depended a lot on the fellows that worked in the Senate restaurant. You did people favors and they did you favors. And they would bring me out a sandwich or some soup or one thing and another, not charge anything. And the whole thing was I was getting room, board, at no cost.
Well, what did Hugo think about this?
Huh?
What did Hugo think about it?
He didn't know about it. One night I remember that I had Lee's little friend that lived in where a bunch of young ladies lived in northeast Washington, Peggy from North Carolina. And that night she and I had sat on the couch. Next night, here come I locked the doors from the inside. And you can imagine Hugo coming up on a train or a plane, and he had on his little straw hat, little hard hat, and one or two other gentlemen from Birmingham. And they were knocking on the door, banging on the door, and yelling, "Let's open the door." "And what are you doing here, Hugh Edward?" "I sleep here, Uncle Hugo." "Sleep in my office?" "Yes, sir. A lot of these elevator operators, a lot of these fellas, they give up their rooms when the main office goes back to their state. And I've been living up here. This is my second year to do that." He said, "Well, I certainly don't know that." In other words, you don't pay any. You don't pay any room rent, and you don't buy your room and board. You just stay up here at my altar. And yes, and he didn't get mad or anything like that. He just thought it was anything like that to him was odd. If somebody hitchhiked, why, he was from the old school and thinks his opinion was that you should pay $10.88 to get on a bus in Talladega and come to Washington. While my view at that time was that anytime you could save some money, since I didn't make so much. And of course he only made $10,000 a year. And that's amazing. The first elected job I had as a judge, why, it was the smallest judgeship that you could have in Alabama. The county judge, called the inferior court at that time. Why, even I made more money than he made as a United States Senator. And when he went to the Supreme Court, a consideration was the fact that instead of drawing $10,000 a month as a senator, he would draw $25,000 a month on the Supreme Court.
Mm.
So that was the little story about me sleeping.
That's $25,000 a year.
Yeah. $25,000 a year. And now a circuit judge in Alabama gets close to $100,000.
All right.
That's it.
Let you rest your voice.